I beat Jay Nobles playing basketball this
You
morning.
did not beat Jay Nobles playing basketball. I had
that.
There was like 2 or 3 times Schultz was like, we're trying to help you right now. What are you doing? You know?
I think my wife handled it well in terms of just laughing at herself and having fun, so we're good. Whatever happens.
Nope. You look like you're in pain. There's a good amount of dudes who get one girl and they genuinely believe there is nobody else in this world that will want them.
My ex, our first date was at a coin store at Walmart. I swear to God.
You're not asking dutiful questions. You're not asking something because you think you're supposed to.
He was on Britain. It is like, God damn, the New York Times, they take us, you know. It don't matter how hard we try to not be taken serious, they just take us serious.
So we're all on the same page, except me. I don't know if I'm on that page. I believe gangsters should not be in podcasting at all.
I agree.
Yeah.
If you've never had your pushed in for real,
Woo.
you just talk different.
Yeah.
And it's normally more ridiculous.
Beating people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University Podcast, the podcast about your favorite podcast. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
Jay Nobles.
AJ the Menace.
Women on the boards.
Yep.
Yes, we are back. Take a deep breath, like the video, share, and subscribe.
I beat Jay Nobles playing basketball this
You
morning.
did not beat Jay Nobles playing basketball.
I
I had
like that.
the
I
greatest
like
sleep
this.
of my
Whoop that
life, and
nigga's
I
ass.
overslept the game.
like
But
this.
we will be finding another date. We're not going to really get into the details of why we had to play and
We'll
why we
let
had to
him
move
talk.
things
Why
around
not?
because Tony
We'll let him talk.
didn't
Right.
have
Thank
the
you.
time.
Thank you.
Because Tony
Thank you.
didn't take the right day
you.
off. We had to move times and shit. But
The competition
we will
wasn't
be,
with him.
Wait, so hold on.
It would've been an added
But
bonus
just
if he was
before
there.
we
I
started,
I like how he sounds
you
like
said,
a loser too.
Right.
But right before we started, you said that taking wins like that is dirty.
I've
You're
always
dirty.
I've always accepted those wins.
So this.
You know he likes cheap wins.
Right, yeah, you know
Don't
that.
do that.
You know that.
I'm sorry.
You know
I
he,
take off in
sorry.
21. If that shit don't touch nothing, it's going right back
Hey,
up.
he doesn't do honorable hoops.
I don't do honorable take backs.
No honorable hoops.
No, it's going right back up. If
AJ
that,
don't
that
take
shit-
the ball back. AJ travel. AJ don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. He'll do what it take to
I was
get the
about to
basket.
And if it goes by, then it's clean.
Y'all
Just
heard
to
it here, folks.
explain-
Y'all heard it here, folks.
Just to explain clearly what's going on. We had a match set for today, 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
in the morning, 1v1.
It wasn't supposed to be that time.
I gave you your time to explain.
It honestly was always supposed to be that.
Yeah.
day.
Jay Nobles,
Not that day, but not that time.
that
It was.
day,
It was always
that
supposed to be.
It was
time,
always that time.
It was,
Yeah.
it was the only time.
I thought it was 7 p.m.
It was supposed to be that time no matter
No.
what.
No,
That's-
you just thought we had it like that. We
That's
can
not
just
open
pull up to
gym.
the gym whenever.
Open gym is always first thing in the morning and then sometimes midday.
Oh, shit.
But we
The-
were always 7 a.m. It was always 7 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh, the 7:30.
we tried to shift
On-
it to
on the
we tried-
8th.
We
It was
tried to
always
shift it to
7
a
a.m.
Sunday, and then that didn't work.
Right.
So we went back to
Yeah.
the regular.
The coveted 1v1 match that we were supposed to have this morning didn't transpire. It's because some nigga who looks like he's been asleep all day just decided not to show up. So by TKO, AJ gets the win.
Yep.
I don't know if we're going to rematch.
We had to rematch.
Well, we got to match and then rematch. Nigga, y'all ain't even matched up
That's
first.
why I'm saying. Well, you count it as a. I'm glad you're saying that because you don't want to count it as a real win because you have honor
I
and
don't-
dignity.
I
Send me
don't-
my 50, nigga.
I don't want to do it.
Cheap wins.
That is true.
I won't
don't
spend it. I'll just hold on to it until we play.
deposit.
But I do need that 50 though.
I don't want to
give you that
give it to him, but the only issue is precedent has been set. Y'all had a fade set.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we talked about this on air, but y'all had
A
a
little
fight. It was a sparring session. He decided to duck it. So you won by TKO.
I
And we
didn't.
gave
I said I didn't when
but
I
we
wanted
gave
a
you-
rematch.
We gave you the belt, though. We
That's,
gave you the belt.
That's not a
did.
belt.
So let
that's
him wear
I
his.
deserve.
We did.
But you earned it.
I can't earn it if I don't deserve it. Look, AJ respects cheap wins.
Yep. A win is a win.
He loves expensive meals.
What is
But
Don-
make sure y'all check out
Do
the
you-
$5 Patreon.
I was about to say
because
Don Vito, but
you know.
what is Vin Diesel in
Fast
Dom.
and Furious.
what does he say?
family is everything.
It doesn't matter if you win by a quarter inch or a mile.
Yeah.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
He said that?
Some shit like that.
He had a quarter inch quote, but you fucked it. Just like the black Dom would fuck it up.
I was hoping one of y'all knew what it was, but I knew it was something like that.
Hope.
The moral of the story was a win is a win.
Yeah.
First of all, I'll send you that 50, and that's good because technically I'll get 100, even though the 50 is my 100.
Yeah, but it'll look good.
It'll look
in
good.
the Cash App.
No, I want cash. I want cash.
Are you giving him cash?
I have mine sitting. I sent
With
mine to White
yeah,
Man.
He's got it sitting over here.
I'll
never
send-
even
I'm about to
sent
send
me
it
your
back.
I'll
Yeah,
send
I got
you
to send
50,
over to Apple Pay.
But the next
I'm about
time
to
we
send it
play, we both gotta get cash. because I want to spread it out.
Nigga, show up before you start making moves.
Nigga, take the
what the
right
fuck?
day
How
off,
the
nigga.
hell?
We
What
can't
the
trust
fuck?
you to take the right day off. Nigga, I can't believe in you. But we will play again, and appreciate everybody that was
Again?
excited for it. Huh?
Again?
Well, we're gonna play. Like, we're gonna play. But yeah, man. Y'all here at Homeroom University, y'all know what to expect. And we are about to get into these good watches for the week. So
You got any good watches?
I technically, but not really. So Hassan Campbell, like, he's kind of going viral again. Like, his clips of just what he said
I know
has
exactly
just
what
been
clip you're
going
talking about.
has just been going crazy
Do
on
we have it?
TikTok. But go to yes, you see it. But his clips have just been going crazy on TikTok lately, and like, people are surprised by this. So
Because they don't know who he is.
because they don't know who he is,
This
and
is
right.
crazy
and
first
it's-
impression, probably.
and it's
Yes,
beautiful.
yes.
Because like, I kind of feel this because my girl, for the first time, she just watched Hustle and Flow with me like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, for the
And
first
like,
time?
seeing
shit.
somebody watch that movie for the first time made
It's-
me enjoy it so much more.
No, I feel
because it's
that,
like her
yeah.
face is slow mo.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't believe DJ would do that. I was like, yeah, bitch, shit is crazy hard out here, nigga.
Yeah,
Because
nah, for real though. For real. That is a good movie to watch with somebody for the first time.
Now she gets all the quotes.
you the boss. She was like, oh my
yeah,
god.
yeah.
But let's look at a couple Hassan Campbell clips. Y'all might have seen these, but regardless, if you haven't, this is perfect.
I got you.
Cotton candy down right now.
Okay.
That's what the money do. That's makeup. That's makeup and the doctor. But when the money run out, look. When the money run out, that's what the
go
money
off that.
do.
Y'all hear his fish tank in the back?
Yeah, it sounds nice.
He's probably got a nice. He's probably got a
AJ,
nice.
I knew
story.
AJ was
I
on.
know-
Sound like you got some koi fish in there.
Whatchamacallit, Lauren? The quote tweet.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah.
Is this the one? Let's meet up and die. That's my favorite
Now,
one.
That's a good
you
quote.
can literally click on the first two,
It's
fuck
the-
it.
it's
Or
the
literally
se-
anyone.
It's the second one, the
This
black
one
and
here?
white one. That's my
All right,
favorite
Click
one.
on that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
So you trying to link up and die?
Nah, this was kind of funny.
Yeah, this is hilarious, bro. If this is the first time you've seen this human, you're like, oh,
This is crazy.
this is crazy.
I didn't know they made him like this.
I don't want to meet nowhere. Pull up in front of my house. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to pull up in front of my house. Pull up in front of the motherfucking precinct and let's bang out. Right down the block. You know where it's at. You study my whole neighborhood. Or pull up in front of the Kmart and let's bang out and let's do it on camera. I throw my life away and you throw your life away right now. Right now. Let's do it for the camera. Right now. And if you win, I'll make sure I got like $70,000 in my pocket. If you body me, you can take the money. Right now. I hate you, nigga. Let's die.
Let's throw all lights away
He should have
right
blew
now.
a kiss after
No,
that.
he, for the world.
Nigga said, let's throw our life away.
Yeah.
I hate you. Let's die.
And to see that for the first time, like, you probably had so many thoughts. Because like when he's saying bang out on camera, my brain was like, well, pause. Like,
Yeah.
what you mean, nigga?
Nah.
Yeah.
But then he buttoned it up beautifully at the end with let's die.
Exactly.
We can do that.
Exactly.
The famous
this one.
Thanksgiving
I'll
morning.
pay you to kill me, nigga.
This
I have
morning.
money in my
Famous
pocket.
Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah, this one, it was good.
This is a good one.
This is one of my favorite Thanksgivings
He looks
because
sleepy.
this happened.
Yeah,
It was 2 years ago now. I remember.
You still remember where you
I
was?
do. I remember sending it to y'all like you won't believe what's happening right now, y'all.
He said, wake up, it's Christmas.
Nigga, like this nigga is losing his niggas is throwing bottles from the windows because
Yeah.
he keeps yelling. It's just amazing.
It's crazy.
They're like, boo.
We don't care you got grapes.
Shut the fuck.
Okay.
okay.
We don't care what happened to you as a child. Bambaataa did it because you deserved it.
Oh.
That's what they were saying from the window.
Hey, Lauren, we got to edit at whatever timestamp it is when you get back.
We do.
Yeah, we can't let that shit fly.
I'm saying
Nigga,
that's
he-
what they said from the window.
That was how he decided to fill the air.
But
That's-
Hassan might hit us in the head with the headshot.
He
Nigga.
ain't gonna hit us in the head with that
Shot with the
headshot.
head.
I'm actually bringing up his trauma to expose how like people in the community can get taken advantage of.
And also,
in a crazy out of context way,
You
though.
got taken advantage of too. So it's not even like you really making fun of him. You just pleading.
I didn't get taken advantage of. She offered and I obliged.
How
and
old?
we just so happened.
How old were you?
I was 8, she was 14, 13.
Too young for consent.
That's how it happens.
Too young for consent.
What are you talking about?
That's what it looks like.
She told you she was 13.
That's what happens.
She told you she was 13. That bitch was 34.
She 34.
34.
Well, she drinks a lot of water. She's a lot of tangerines in her diet.
I mean,
her skin
obviously
looks
she's
beautiful.
fucking with the youth.
Yeah.
Probably sucking the life from y'all.
I think I told
Literally.
y'all, but and you know, we're gonna get to the Sign Campbell clip, but she had a cleft lip. It's pretty
Yeah.
weird.
You did tell us.
So you was desperate even at 8 years old?
But cojones, ooh, beautiful.
And they was cojones too.
Yeah,
Do you have her on
Did they know
Facebook?
she was
Cojones,
Have you
that's
seen her on
balls.
Facebook?
I don't know where she is.
Do you know her name to like
Yo,
search?
you're
Don't
right.
even know her name.
You're right. You
I
said-
wish I did.
You said cojones. That's nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's boobs?
Not that, nigga.
Cojones.
I don't know Spanish. I took Latin in high school. nigga.
Boobas?
I don't know.
I don't know. Breskies?
You don't know that?
Nah, I've never heard tits in Spanish.
Well, let Hassan save us from this.
Don't throw nothing out the window. Throw it from the front building. Throw it from the front building. Play with me if you want to. Now niggas play with me if you want to. When I finish, I'm gonna throw your mother down some steps. Keep watching out the window. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all don't even understand how many niggas love me. Keep on playing. It's my building. I wish y'all niggas would. I wish you niggas would. Keep on. When I catch that window and that floor, I know the floors and I know the window. When I catch it, I'm not even looking up. When I catch it, your mother gonna get thrown down a flight of steps, you broke ass nigga. And every nigga in my army gonna stomp that bitch down a flight of steps. What the fuck y'all playing with? Who y'all playing with? I look like I'm running. Outside, nigga. Don't throw it from the window. Come outside. Come outside.
Crazy.
Y'all niggas see what y'all see what they throwing out the window. Nigga, I got an army out here. Come outside. Come outside.
The aim was so good.
And the
This
army is
nigga's
one
that
always-
shit hit right on damn near
Yeah.
his shoulder.
This
Great
nigga's
accuracy.
always at war.
And they're called tatas. But regardless,
You Googled it?
yeah, I Googled it. I had to. Because I was like, But nah, that was crazy because everybody that was throwing it at him were really showing their true colors because he was kind of like falling apart. And they were like, yo, just get out of here, dog. Like, we don't
Yeah.
really care.
And it's also ironic that he was like, yo, my neighborhood love me.
Yeah.
I got a whole army of niggas behind me and they like, nigga, boo.
Yeah.
Take that shit somewhere else.
It's just one gun.
But shout out to everybody getting introduced to Hassan Campbell for the first time.
Like this.
It is it doesn't stop. There's so much. This is really the tip of the iceberg. It's so much to his story. It's crazy.
Is there no documentaries about this nigga yet?
I think there's an Africa Bambaataa, not him specifically,
But him,
I think there's an Africa Bambaataa.
Whatever character.
But no, him specifically, no.
Hassan as an entity could feel like at least an hour and 15 minutes.
The problem is
He's radioactive.
Somebody could like he has so much on the internet about him.
Yeah.
Anybody could do a documentary about him, but like I can also see that becoming a huge problem. Him suing you, like I can see all that coming from it too. You know what I mean? Like you put together a great documentary, great piece, put it on the internet. He's knocking on your door, like give me the money for that.
Yeah.
I can see that 100%.
You use my likeness. I need some bread.
100%.
Like,
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So even if you try to protect yourself, he would just give you a headache in terms of just like that.
You're going to wake up, it's going to be glass bottles shattering
Pretty much,
outside
you
your windows.
just pretty much just wish you never did it. You know what I mean? Wasted time doing something else. But what else? I gotta go watch, and it's like way too long to actually like show you any specific clips. But this is for the Viva La Bam. This is for the 90s babies. You know what I'm saying? This is for my generation.
Millennials.
Jackass, Viva La Bam. So this is a Viva La Bam. Phil and Marge go through just like the tour of their house, and then like as they're touring the house, they're just like showing old clips of Viva La Bam episodes and the fuck shit that they've done in that house, and how the house is still like
intact,
but the permanentness of what's still going on with the house. Like they put they made a trap door and a fire hydrant pole in his office. The trap door's still there, the pole is gone.
Yeah.
But shit like that. Like they painted everything blue in the kitchen. And if you look behind certain cabinets, like you can still see the blue paint. Like there's like forks. And there's just random shit that's still blue.
Like you can tell, like it feels like a frat used to live here.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was
why these niggas
it was her son just terrorizing them pretty much the whole time he lived there in that township, just terrorizing that entire township.
Rich junkies.
Maybe just fast forward. You were hovering over. No, go back. You were hovering over when they were skateboarding in the house.
I remember that shit.
I didn't like Jackass until later.
Right there. Yeah.
This?
It had to grow.
It had to grow on me. At first, I was just like, "This is just some white boy humor. I don't really get it." You know what I mean?
That's ironic. The more mature you got,
I was
the
Viva
more
La
you
Bam.
like.
I'm Viva La Bam over Jackass. I fucked with Jackass. I'll watch Jackass, but Viva La Bam that was my shit.
I always just kind of
understand.
lump them
I get
all
that.
together. Like it's
Yeah.
even certain scenes from this that I just like mentally just put in the Jackass category.
Yeah.
Forgetting it was a separate.
They're so different to me though. To
Yeah.
me, you
This
know?
has like a little bit more of a family values type of
for
edge
sure,
to it.
yeah,
But
because everything it's Phil, it's April, it's Don, it's Uncle Vito.
Yeah.
It's like everything, and then Bam getting kicked out of this house, out of the township,
The lore.
buying the house in Westchester that he turned into like a gothic. He bought the castle.
yeah,
And it was Castle Bam. Then like turning the entire driveway to a half pipe, all that shit. Like
I was more of a Robin Big type of guy.
For sure.
I'm lumping them. Well, I'm not lumping them together
But
because
it's
that definitely came after.
all in
but
the
it
same
was
greatness.
It was pretty
you
much
know?
when
Same
VH1
category.
was. It was when VH1 was great. Was
was
that
around.
VH1
Yes.
or was that MTV?
I think I believe MTV.
MTV, but they were on VH1 too, but it was MTV. I believe.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
that was when it was great.
And Bam was a little safer, right? Like I know he played with his physical health, but he ain't ever done nothing with his sexuality. Like Jackass, they used to like ram a
they
dildo in the nigga's ass with the carnival hammer.
He didn't, but he had people that he had people a part of his team that would do that.
There was one that
Yeah.
Brandon Novak.
He had booty goons.
Brennan, yeah, pretty much. Brandon Novak was what happened more. Brennan Novak was on heroin. He was on that dog food.
Heron.
Who's the guy that
Yeah,
passed away?
crazy.
Was that Brennan? Or was it Ryan?
No, that was Ryan Dunn.
Ryan
R.I.P. to
Dunn.
Ryan Dunn.
Yeah.
But that was Ryan Dunn who passed away in a car crash.
Car crash.
Yeah,
Yes.
which cars were his thing on the show. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And when
On
it
some
came,
Paul Walker shit.
yeah, like it was like, but they just did like rich local shit. Like you a millionaire, and it's like, yo, I want to build a trailer park community. So
Yeah.
they bought half an acre and bought shitty trailers and made their family live there for a week.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And then they're like, we need some cars to just wreck. They'll go to the used car lot and be like, give me 5 cars that are $1,000.
Their
Like,
spirit-
and just fucking,
We don't even
Yeah.
care what they look like.
you know, not at all, bro.
It's like they have money, but their spirit animal is a hillbilly.
it keeps
you
going
know?
out. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're sovereign.
Yeah.
They're sovereign just like hillbillies, but they have the paper to really fund it.
Yeah,
But
nah.
this video is a full like hour. Like they really go through, and it's like Bam is giving an interview too. So like he's not at the house with his parents, which I guess now that I think about it, that's a little strange. Unless he's like completely on the other side of the country, like he's not even in Pennsylvania right
I'm
now.
pretty sure he's traveling
That's
now.
probably why. Because I don't know.
He's doing stuff.
Yeah.
He's probably with Tony
He
Hinchcliffe.
can't be with his parents all the fucking time.
Tony Hinchcliffe?
Yeah.
No. Why? Why the fuck would he be with Tony Hinchcliffe?
Why wouldn't he?
Why
be?
wouldn't he be? Let's be honest. Think about it.
Because he's somewhere getting drunk.
Exactly.
Like Tony Hinchcliffe.
Stab it a boot.
You know birds of a feather flock.
Just Tony Hinchcliffe, is he a drinker?
Everybody that lives in Austin, Texas.
Everybody in that, it's just a cesspool. And like you do everything. I'm pretty sure it's people that do
They say
everything.
comics be alcoholics though a lot of the time.
It's
Alcoholic
very easy.
cigarettes.
Because you get the 2 free drinks
And
a lot of the time.
Every open mic falls on the same time a bar has like a drink special. So like every day of the week,
That's
you're
how-
going to a bar.
You just made that.
Because no, for real, because they
I
only have open mics and drink specials when there's nobody in the bar.
I swear to God. So that's why it's so easy. You could drive $5 drafts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Of course, not at the same place.
Yeah.
It's different open mics, but it's so easy to become a drunk because you're spending $4.
Yeah, especially if you host the open mic. 'Cause
Oh.
shit, we was
Nigga.
we was on the panel for a day hosting the open mic.
And we had a $25 card that the bar gave us. Nigga, I got like 3 wine. I got like 3 like,
Wine.
yeah, I got some wine.
Nigga, I was helping junkies relapse.
Yeah.
It was niggas in there that like, I ain't had a sip of alcohol in years.
And
I
I
was
had-
like, I got a free one.
And I had some extra to get some fries. So yeah, if you got some like mid-level ranking comedy, you can become a drunk, but for sure.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid it.
Oh yeah, we just hit play.
We low rank.
All right, so far.
We don't have to watch
Well,
it.
that's very nice of him. That was just a f***ing ruse to get him out of there. We flew in Jeff Raleigh.
Well, hello.
Hello, how you doing? Tony Hawk. Tim O'Connor. Donnie Barley. Bucky Lasik. A substantial amount of pros. The entire inside of the house got gutted to put a massive roll-in in the dining room going straight through the kitchen, 2 quarter pipes over the fire pit, which Tony Hawk did first, followed by me, and then another ramp to the entire wall, which I nose bonked it so hard that some drywall chipped out.
You like what I did with the place?
That episode was hell. Hell to film.
Yeah.
We had to hire an abundance of cameramen. I think it was like 8.
Yeah, this is
Then
crazy.
they had behind the scenes of like all these classic photos that we haven't seen before.
Because even the filmmaking that goes behind getting the angles of this shit and keeping the cameras out,
That photo's
it takes
fire.
some art.
Bro, yeah, the photos they had back then, they were so fucking cold, bro. Like,
Yeah, that
these-
photo's hard.
Yeah.
But this concept is one of the most Caucasian things I've ever seen.
Oh, man.
Like I remember I had trouble getting my mom to buy me a basketball goal for outside.
Right.
These niggas turned their fucking living room into a
I wish
ramp.
black people had like a. Like
I'm
there was
actually,
like
well,
a,
no,
like
white
a
people.
young black show doing that.
We do. White people destroy and we innovate.
Pimp My
That's
Ride.
why we got Exhibit. Like we innovate. We build a
Pimp My
pond.
Ride?
Yeah,
Pimp My
Pimp My
Ride.
Ride.
That's our style. Like we try to like. All right.
That's not only our style though. I
That's
like
our
this
style.
shit.
And the only difference is
That's not only our style.
Pimp My Ride wasn't real.
It was real. It just didn't work.
No, same thing.
Some of the cars didn't.
These are fully functional skateboards.
Or they
in this
just get-
goddamn-
They're not
in this kitchen.
They're barely functional. It's working.
This nigga is in the air.
Yeah, what are
and
you
his
talking
head
about
is
right
about
now?
to first.
You're just arguing to argue.
These are
These niggas
professionals.
are actively skateboarding, and they were giving cars back that wouldn't cut over, that wouldn't turn over.
Yeah.
First of all, they're skating, but these are professionals.
How can
Like
you
the
hate on
average.
this?
What the fuck?
I'm not hating. I'm just trying to say like
These are the dangerous.
They're just barely
It's- having a
skating.
strong take.
it's damn near the same thing. Like this isn't a functional place. Like his head is about to hit the fucking ceiling.
What are you talking about? How many views is this video? This is just the
Oh,
views
it did like 1 million in 5
on the
days.
YouTube video.
1.5
We're not even
8
talking
days
about the
ago.
money that they
that's like,
probably made.
Niggas needed this.
Yeah, yeah.
Niggas needed this for the soul. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
ain't never seen nothing
that's
this
why
cool.
I don't know what to tell you to watch. Just watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's some shit you put on, you're like,
It's
damn,
dope.
it was really lit back then.
Nah, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is amazing.
It's dope.
bro. But it's barely dope.
I can only imagine the rooms that
I'm
they
just
dedicated
saying-
to drugs and shit.
I'm just saying, if you're saying exhibit cars didn't work, this is the same thing. Like this
No.
is not function.
This
Somebody's
is-
about to get hit in the head. Like you can't do anything without almost hurting yourself.
This is actually like creative. This is like artistic.
You
creative
realize
shit.
that like niggas don't fly 30 feet in
I
the
wish
air.
y'all could see the white man's grin.
They don't fly 30 feet in the air. You only really need like 10.
Oh my god.
You're on a board and you nudging and kneeling down and shit. You're not standing upright on a skateboard.
Of course, you don't know how to throw a football. Talking about you're not standing upright on the skateboard.
Yeah,
Fuck
y'all know
that.
what I'm good at.
But nah,
And we know what you
this is
be
cool.
ducking.
Though. R.P. Ryan Dunn, shout out to Jackass and all the crew and shit.
Yeah, the Viva La Bam crew.
And big ups to Steve.
Fun watch, not fun watch, but Brandon
nigga switched the
Novak,
category.
the one who got the worst treatment in terms of like doing the riskiest and gayest stunts on Viva La Bam.
Yeah.
He is a
Slutted him out.
he's a now clean heroin addict, and he's got like 2 interviews on Soft White Underbelly.
He's a clean heroin addict. Like
Yeah,
he gets like,
I think he has a podcast.
how
too.
you do that?
You get clean.
You stop taking.
You wash ass.
Oh, he's clean from heroin.
Oh yeah. Oh, I said.
I thought
clean
you were saying in a
sorry,
weird
I
way,
did.
like
I
he-
did.
he was
Like he's the
doing
cleanest user.
Yeah, sorry.
Like
No,
his
no,
drugs
no.
is just
Yeah.
sterile as shit.
No,
Like,
no.
He got the cleanest.
He's clean off the dog food.
Walter White stepped on his work.
Yeah. So, but he's also, but then
Slipped on it.
he also has that thing. See, a lot of those like reform people, they get that weird. I don't know. They just move like, to me, they just move like scammers now. Like,
But you know what it is?
it's like
They,
they're
they
just-
still
it's
have
weird.
all that alertness
Yeah, it's
from
weird.
the drugs. And so they just they all shaky like how a desperate used car salesman is.
Yeah, it's a little strange. So like he's got that little thing where it's like I shouldn't trust him, even though his mission is getting people clean. It's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't buy a car from that guy though. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's got that
exactly.
weird. Same with
I wouldn't leave my keys around this
Same
nigga.
with Steve-O. Steve-O's got that same thing too, where I mean that he's been kind of accused of that too, where they're like, bro, you're how he whores himself out for any sort of sponsorship dollar as well. You know, like that's a thing.
He just switched his drug.
Yeah, so pretty much, yeah.
You know, he's just a capitalist.
But yeah. So that's it for my Go Watch.
I'm about to say.
And where y'all want to go first?
I was about to say, do you want to get the main thing out of the way?
What's the main thing?
Probably this Akaash.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Okay.
Bow. It happened, people. I know we're late. We're a podcast. We drop every 7 days. Bear with us. They did it. Akaash Singh came back. Jizzlin was on. I called it. Lauren said it. Lauren put money on it.
All right, just keep telling the stories.
I can't gloat no more?
No.
Okay, that's enough gloating. Okay, I called it.
Okay.
Just make sure everybody knows I called it.
You did.
But they had her on, and I thought it was weird because a lot of the leading of this podcast came from Andrew Schultz, Mark Gagnon, Alex.
It came from...
They did a bulk of the interrogation, and I kind of get it to a certain degree because I feel like if Akaash would have came in on the podcast and just led all the questioning, it might have come off... It would have come off even more like this is a fluff piece because it's like, nigga, you lobbing your wife the questions. Obviously, you're going to ask it with a little bit more empathy.
It depends, though. I think there would have been a way to play it. Akaash, I feel like nothing was landing. Like every time he spoke, it just didn't land. The jokes, it just didn't land. Even when he tried to be like sarcastic, like, yeah, you know, she's just
he's a man that's dead. He's a man that's dead inside.
Yeah.
Akaash was the problem the whole time. And that was kind of my theory. Like, Akaash is kind of like the woman in the relationship. Like, when I was watching, I was just like, damn.
Kinda is crazy.
He's kind of like the woman because...
Just kinda?
He's
getting whored out.
Nigga, Andrew Schultz wore the pants in this podcast and in Akaash's relationship.
Yeah.
Andrew Schultz is a bad friend.
I don't think he's...
This is horrible.
I think he had good intentions.
I think this is bad.
I think he had great intentions.
First of all, we gained all this momentum. Why is this not being done on her podcast?
Nobody would care.
They would. Yeah, they would.
If everybody that was here went to her podcast?
As long as Akaash is there.
I don't know. Their fans were calling for this over at Flagrant too, though.
Yeah.
We were.
It would have been weird if they didn't address it directly here.
It'd have been nicer if they were trying to get her shit on. It would have made more sense to go over there.
I think they might be trying to keep that podcast somewhere quiet in the closet.
They should be canceling it, but I don't know if that'll happen.
They need to shoot it.
It needs to go away, though. But she got to taste that attention, and she's, you know, once they get that attention, it's over with.
Well, it's funny because usually attention tastes good, like dessert. But she spit this out pretty quickly.
It depends on what you're getting it for. If
to her, this is all good to her. She's enjoying she's loving this moment.
You think she's loving it?
Yeah.
I think she's embarrassed.
I don't at all.
I think she's embarrassed by this shit.
I think her answers showed that she wasn't embarrassed by her just like saying things like, yeah, no, I don't like taking care of him. Yeah, of course I spend his money. Like,
I think that's honest.
She wasn't even doing good which means she's enjoying all this. She enjoyed all the bad things about her. She did not represent herself well enough as not a bad person.
I think even in those moments where she was like, because in that context, they were talking about Akaash being sick.
Right.
And she was like, apparently there's a clip of her out there somewhere saying that like she hates taking care of this nigga when he's sick. He acts like a pussy.
Right.
Woody, woody, woo. She was saying, I mean, but like, let's be honest, who likes taking care of people when they're sick? And I feel like when she's honest like that, it makes me believe her a little bit more when she's explaining some of the context between these other situations.
And even in the episode,
I think she's a horrible
they
person.
know the truth. Like, the truth is she was telling an exaggerated versions of the stories, hopefully. And it's like, I think that's why. Fuck it. What would you say?
I think, real quick, before we start watching these timestamps, I think that this podcast was perfect. And not in the conventional sense of like it did what it was supposed to do in changing people's minds and saving Jesselin's precious image in the eyes of everybody's mind. I don't think that was even possible. I think that this only served to give them niggas more shit to hate because they was going to do that anyway. And if anybody's like moderate or just reasonable about this shit and they hear some of these explanations, they could even go, I can see how that's possible. So you kind of kill two birds with one stone, but you never... The goal wasn't to win the game. It was to just not lose by 30.
Yeah, well, maybe.
I think they lost by 40 still.
I think they could have made themselves look better. Like I said, Akaash wasn't there really. He didn't even have to be there.
He was dead inside.
The wife was the main show. And I feel like she wasn't as embarrassed for Akaash as she should have been. You know,
she had no shame.
She had no shame in embarrassing Akaash, and that's what I was kind of looking for. It's like, where is she going to be like, I'm sorry for how Akaash looks, because that's where
there was zero remorse.
As a woman,
zero remorse.
I only have my girlfriend to judge.
I think Akaash is actually thinking about how much he actually knows about his wife.
There was like one or two moments.
Y'all don't think that moment could have happened off air?
It could have.
Like y'all.
But the whole point is, we no. That's what we. Maybe it happened off air.
It happened in public,
but that's what needed. But I don't genuinely believe it did. But I do think that needed to happen on air, because the whole thing is, this woman seems to not respect or give a fuck about her husband, and literally is just there for the bank account now that she has it. And she did not help or verbally say anything that would help us believe that wasn't the case. So it's like, even if it did happen off camera, who cares? We have to see that. Like, the last image we have is you disrespecting your husband, and then in this trying to clean the disrespect, still being like, I mean, there's still plenty of things that are, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh shit, I thought she would at least, that was one of the tunes you should have switched, and you didn't switch that tune.
I think a lot of it. What was you about to say?
I think that's the audience thinking that they're bigger than the program, because realistically speaking, this is a situation about somebody's relationship, like turmoil between two people. So if Akaash truly feels embarrassed by his wife, it's more important that they come to terms on their own shit in private before she's trying to broadcast to the world that everything is all peaches and rainbows. Like, I don't like do all of the fuck ups that she made. She needs to be apologizing to this nigga and not the internet. The internet comes last.
It's not like it's not like she would be apologizing to the internet. It would just be she's showing her, her disappointment and her character, like,
and
just
her care for her man.
Yeah.
Her character, in
human
general.
level care.
Do you think it would have worked?
Yes, it would have worked, because I think it's weird.
It definitely
because she
wouldn't have hurt.
said a lot of nothing.
Would people believe it? I don't know. Some people are gonna like never believe it, and some people will. I would at least be able to say I saw her be remorseful. I can't say that.
I think
like
majority,
that's the problem. I can't say that at all, whether I believed it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you, and I think you're at least trying to be objective.
Yeah,
I think majority of people wouldn't want to believe it, because most people aren't looking at the situation to understand. They're just seeing some shit that's on fire, and they're having fun with the fucking flames. And I think a lot of these niggas, we talked about it on the stream, but I've seen like Reddit posts
about the show,
and niggas who get real serious and clinical about the situation. Like, it was one nigga, he was like, she had zero attraction and zero respect from him from the beginning. And another nigga commented underneath.
The Red Pill audience is grasping.
It's like, these are real people that exist. I think the niggas that actually care about this shit don't be getting bitches. And so a lot of this shit is kind of foreign to them, because they don't be getting bitches. Now, I'm not trying to normalize the whole disrespect thing. I'm not saying that that's the part that they're missing. Like, that, the disrespect is crazy, and that's fucked up. She has to atone for that. But just in terms of like what she'll go on to explain, where she thought that she was being funny and she's copying Akaash's style of funny, if you've had a girl that really fucks with you, she's gonna take on your personality.
And
she's gonna joke around like you. She's gonna talk like you. She's gonna wear your shit. That's just kind of what happens when bitches fuck with you.
And I think that's another problem, to where he didn't check her after a certain point and go like, look, babe, you're not a comedian, and you can't be like the boys.
For sure.
And
publicly.
And to what you were saying with, I guess I don't want to go back, but like, if somebody's on the stand for like, let's say like murdering somebody, in some cases, it might be better to say like, all the community service and all like the community work you've done in the past to help your case, other than trying to prove that you didn't murder somebody. You get what I mean? And I felt like that's where she could have, that's what she should have done. Like, she should have showed her character instead of trying to like pick on these minute things like about a frat house.
It's like
I feel like that would have come across like she was just reaching.
And even going back to saying like, yeah, when I was talking about that story when the guy came over and I fell asleep.
Like, cleaning it up. What did it mean? That
didn't sound as good as she wanted it to be when she tried to clean it up and saying like, I didn't want to say it was an abuse story or like he did something to me, but
was a good way for
I
us
didn't
to
know
not press it
how.
anymore.
I didn't know how to, and it was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? If you came out and say it was, it just didn't sound good. It didn't sound good enough.
With shit like that, I'll be careful because it's not that simple. Like
it's never that.
How long did it take you to tell me about your trauma, nigga? When you got diddled at 8 years old by that señorita.
She was 14 and she was beautiful.
And I didn't find out until like year 7 of our relationship. I was like, yo, nigga, what? I'm sorry to hear that, dog.
He wasn't doing that. He was saying congratulations.
I literally had these eyes. I was like, what?
And you're saying it like it's normal.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And you know, Tone, to your one point earlier about like they should have this conversation at home before and like that probably happened or not. I feel like in that conversation, Akaash should be like, here's how we go about this, and then like lead her more toward the shit we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like in that private conversation, wouldn't you game plan it better if you had it?
I think this was their game plan.
I don't think the game plan was good.
I think this is their game plan.
There wasn't any game plan.
The black midget security was like, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into it real quick.
That's funny? All right. Andrew.
You didn't like the intro at
corny.
least. Bare minimum, the intro.
No.
We watched it live on stream and I thought it was pretty corny.
Yeah, I thought
a little bit corny.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty whack.
It wasn't. Don't ask me how it could have been better. I just thought it was a little corny.
Well, shut up then. You just a critic with no rebuttal.
I guess without the theatrics.
I know how they could have done it better.
Without it didn't have to be so theatrical.
The way that they could have done it better is if
we've spoofed the show before.
Akaash opened up the show with if Akaash opened up the show with a Schultz style monologue about himself, that would have went crazy.
That would have been hard.
And then they just discussed it amongst each other without her. Or because she wasn't properly trained correctly. Yeah. And even when she wasn't properly, not trained, coached before this moment.
She was too honest.
And because even, there was like 2 or 3 times Schultz was like, we're trying to help you right now. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like you're adding extra shit that just confirms you're a fucked up person.
Yeah.
Hey, help me help you, please. Because you just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like there was multiple times she said things.
But it's also.
And he was like, I need you to stop talking. Thank you.
That happened, but it was also in a joking manner, and you know that.
Nah.
No. She be dead serious.
She was dead serious, but his rebuttal was fine.
With the Jasleen thing, they did address a lot of things. They did not address everything. Obviously.
They did not.
There was plenty of things that like.
What'd they leave off? What was the major shit that they left off the table?
Did they talk about that video of her saying that she had that dude going down on her?
Yeah, and then how
at the orthodontist?
No, about how she didn't like he didn't like to mess with her when her flow was too heavy. Shit like that.
And she had a red dot.
Also
she's sick.
The what do you call it? The virginity thing was like really awesome. Like we're gonna graze by this really quick. Because even when somebody says, "Were you a virgin?" and you say, that's normally a yes or no answer. If it's simple, I'm a virgin or not. Yeah. She said, I was a virgin until I met him. It's like, what does that
mean?
That means that she was the first, he was the first guy she fucked.
Why did you say it like that though? You know what I mean? Like saying things a certain way would just kind of just like crumble like what's going on. Especially when we have all the proof, not even proof, just things that you've said that have us looking at you like, this doesn't look right. And then when somebody just asks you straight up, well, were you a virgin before y'all got married? I was a virgin until I met him. Well, what the fuck? Well, what was you doing? Letting 5 niggas eat your pussy out up until then? Like, we're confused now.
Yeah.
So you would have been fine with yes.
Yeah, I would have been. Yeah, I'd have believed her. I wouldn't have believed her.
Now, I think AJ.
I don't believe
I
that.
wouldn't have believed her, but I do.
What? Do it. Explain it. Tell him what he's doing.
I think part of where you're coming from is not really, you're not taking nothing that she says for truth. Like for the most part.
Your
like
mind is
everything, your mind is a little bit warped. Because she could.
Let's not focus on that because then we just be wasting time. I said what I said. What I'm saying is when somebody asks you a simple question that's a yes or no and you frame it a different way, it makes us look at you funnier. That's it.
But listen to what you're saying.
You already looked at it funny because.
But it's just the way.
And I said why I had the reason because she didn't give us enough cases. She didn't even build. They didn't even help build the case that she was at least a decent, empathetic person,
like you said,
towards her husband. There was no case built for that.
That's what I'm saying. You're your whole opinion of her is based off of like prerequisite information that you already found fucked up.
And
like
what I watched again.
I was gonna say I don't think that's fair because it could be based off of that, but also based off what I'm seeing in real time. Because you can change my opinion with how you approach the
right. I'm
the
going
whole
straight.
thing.
I'm only talking. I'm only reacting to this right now.
I'm listening to what you're giving me, but you're not giving me things to change my mind. You know what I'm saying? So y'all's minds were changed completely.
I've always kind of had the same.
The truth was exposed. Like
everything I said, she actually kind of said.
The truth was exposed.
That's
She's a girl. You know, she was just saying goofy things on the mic. Akaash is really the problem because he wasn't telling her how to talk on the mic, and he was kind of just letting her live. Like just say whatever you want.
The problem?
Akaash is the
I didn't hear that from you.
Well,
that's how you felt.
I said that in the beginning, but that's okay.
I can understand that thought though.
Turn his headphones up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
For allowing this.
Akaash is the fucking problem because
for waiting for the internet to find it to be a problem.
Exactly, because Akaash really doesn't care, but I feel like his self-esteem is probably a little low. So what comes with that is like you kind of care about other people's opinions, and he really loves his wife.
Other than that, why don't you think Akaash cares? Is it because he knows who she actually is?
Exactly. That's a part of it, because he knows who she actually is. So it's like, your wife's a whore. It's like, whatever, dog. Like, I know who my girl is behind closed doors. So
literally,
I think it's also because he feels like he has won with his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in love with his wife, like you said, but also on the level of like, I can't believe I got her and she's mine, and I got to make sure that she's like, you know what I'm saying?
And this is what comes with coming with this big prize.
This is what
comes with this prize.
Yeah,
but you think a touring comedian is still like caught up in the first piece of pussy he's ever got? Like he's got DMs. If he's truly a loyal nigga, he's got DMs he's had to ignore. So he at least kind of knows his market value. I'm pretty sure he believes in himself.
But he's not confident in it because he's only dealt with one woman.
Hold on, Lauren.
Right. No, that's religious. That's not because.
Yeah, I understand that.
So don't say it's his confidence.
But that doesn't change how confident you could be within the dating realm just because it's your religion. You can practice something, but you deal with one person, you don't have that much.
But you think because Akaash was with one bitch for religious reasons, he's not confident enough to get another girl as famous as he is right now?
I think that he'd be less. Like confident than a nigga who's just outside talking to women.
And I'm not gonna. I will say I don't know. I don't know if this proves Lauren's point, but I will say there was a clip where she was like, "Hey, look, because of what I did, I'll let you get a free hand job. Like I won't even think about it. I'll turn my back. You could just go get a hand job." And Akaash was like, "Oh, what me? I get a free hand job? Yeah. Oh my god, I'm getting my good lotion. I've been waiting for this." And
it was sad.
It wasn't like a free hand. Do you know who I am? Like. I'm leaving the country. I go to a new city every week.
I get what you're saying, but you're also using the brain of a nigga who has lost a girl and got another one.
Who gets bitches.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to remember, there's some niggas' thought processes where...
He's right.
They get
I've been using my pimp mind this whole time.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying. There's a good amount of dudes who get one girl and they genuinely believe there is nobody else in this world that will want them. This is it. That's it.
But that's not. But you're comparing the average guy to this touring
confidence
comedian.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Confidence does not care. Your confidence could be the
you
lowest.
Telling me Akademiks ain't talking to bitches slicker right now than he was when he was 18?
He's just using the money, but he's
using the money.
He's using the money.
The money is boosting his confidence.
Yeah, he's just using the money.
Gosh, God, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He's at least
everybody's brain doesn't operate like that. Like some people could be low self-esteem and be up like Bill Gates, and it's not going to change anything about their confidence.
Here's the thing. And maybe Lauren, you can, because when Akaash was telling the story about how he couldn't believe she stuck with him when they were poor, right? Like we've all had a girlfriend that was poor. Lauren, you told me, can you just say that? Like,
well, Shorty, when I got evicted and Shorty was with me when I was evicted, and nigga, we was at the fireplace, the electricity was out, and she was with me the whole way through.
What?
And laying down in front of fire and fucking firewood. Nigga.
But that was
Real.
broken furniture.
Struggle.
Broken furniture.
Struggle.
Broken furniture firewood.
And his mind
'Cause
wasn't
honestly,
going
when
crazy
I
on
heard
some like,
you remember-
I can't believe.
Because when I heard that story and he was like, what other girl would do this? I'm thinking a lot of bitches would do that. A lot.
Bitches will give you a lot of slack if they fuck with you.
They'll be down. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Nigga.
My ex, our first date was at a Coinstar at Walmart. I swear to God.
That's what I'm saying.
That
When
was
they
the
like
first
you,
place.
you know somebody else will do this. Somebody else will be at the bottom with me and stick with me in the bottom the whole time, or wait for us to all rise out of it.
Now, and like I said, I even said this on LOY. That clip was recorded secretly. He was like doing a comedy show, so it's a little bit out of context. I don't know where he was coming from, but he
Don't
said
matter.
it, so I'm taking it for what it is. And like just that statement, and just a couple statements he said during this show. The
Shows his low
few
confidence.
times he speaks,
Yeah.
it shows what
That's
type
the
of
other piece.
It
He didn't
shows what type
speak
of
enough.
person
He just didn't
Ooh.
speak enough.
I agree with that.
Do you remember that time when they asked her, what do you love about Akaash? But then there was like a side joke that kind of took
Yeah.
it off. And he said, but you didn't answer that question. I said, oh, man. Cut it off.
Yeah.
Cut the cameras off. Cut the cameras.
Or even
You need that answer too bad for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he feeding for the answer a
He
little
needed
bit.
that answer, nigga. Like that hurt my soul.
Tell me it's
Do you
not. Tell me it's
think-
not the
Once
money.
that happened, I was like, God, no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you think that was real, or was that the
Yeah.
funniest thing to say in the moment?
no, that was real.
We can't lean
You
on
know
that.
what I mean? Like, think about the brand, like, oh, but you answered the question. Like, that's just wit in the moment. And I don't want to cut Akaash too much slack.
Because even when I do it with y'all, and I'm like, yeah, but what do y'all? What's your answer? I'm not joking. I am dead serious.
Yeah.
Give me the answer, please. You know what I'm saying?
but-
he did what I be doing. You know what I'm saying?
It was a little sarcasm, but it's truth. It was just something to pick at, and he found it. That doesn't mean it wasn't true, though.
That also doesn't mean
It wasn't a joke. So I mean, hey, both things could be true.
Touche,
We
touche.
live in a great world.
The thing about her, it was that's just interesting with this whole thing too. Is like some of the excuses that she gave. Like I accepted some of those. Like the hooking up, because there is something vaguely that I do remember when people would make out and they would call it hooking up.
Yeah.
I do remember
Yeah.
that. So like I'm like, okay.
And the popping pussy thing, I did initially even mention like that could be
There
dancing.
was
or the
something,
having the roster.
yeah.
And
the
look-
reason that I was able to accept those is because I do remember that as like a part of a reality, like human experience at one point.
It just is
It's
realistic.
just where her the problem is like, okay, that is true. I have heard it used that way, blah, blah, blah. But then like you go into like full detail. So like, okay, let's just ignore that. Those are all the jokes. And then it's like, well, let's get to the nitty gritty. What about when, you know, for like the last couple of weeks when you were just like breaking down and you said somebody else's husband actually compared to your husband and then proceeded into talking about, I bet he's just got a big D. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all these things where you're like, okay, never mind.
And
Like, you don't sound like a virgin
I hear
prude.
that.
Yeah.
But the way you're lusting and the way that you are saying that the other men come up to your husband. Oh, then the other one, his nuts stink. I don't even want to go down there. When the girls were talking about how do you play with yourself, and she was like, I just think about my husband.
can't think about it yet.
And she was like, oh man, that sounds like all sweet, but I would never do that. Like it's like, damn, you know what I'm
And
saying? Like
this-
goddamn, like those things still outweigh the things that I let her slide on. The bad jokes and the hooking
And
up.
here's the
shit
thing,
like
Lauren,
right?
that.
do you
And
think
here-
about your girl when you jerk off?
I have, for sure.
That's a political answer. Like
That's not a
Akaash
political
did.
answer at all. I
That's an
absolutely
Akaash
have.
Singh answer.
No, and,
Yeah.
and,
He
and
sung to
I'm
me.
not going to
because
get...
hold on, Lauren,
No,
let me
I'm
just
dead
phrase-
ass. No, I'm
because
fighting
the
it.
real answer,
No.
the real answer is not all the time.
Is
What? No.
That's the real
the real
answer.
answer is usually never.
But no.
really.
You don't know that. You don't fucking know that. And don't try to put it on me like you know that, nigga. You don't.
You did it to Akaash?
And I'm not gonna put our relationship out there. But if you do your shit, you've never had your woman send you shit, right? You never had your woman send you shit and you use that shit.
babe, my bitch on
Come
the
on, what
TV.
the
My
fuck you
girl
talking
more,
about,
man,
nigga?
nigga. She ain't never sent me nothing.
The fuck you talking about? You never done any little recordings of home movies of your own, nigga? Or none of that. I'm not trying to put no business out there. I'm just saying you've never done that.
You kinda
Okay,
did.
so relax. What you talking about? Yeah, I fuck with my woman. Nigga, don't play with me.
We also have to account for that she's a square being molded into a circle. Like the Catholic repressed girl that they didn't really know the world, and now I'm being
God.
out there.
I hate that
and
she said that.
That's what I'm saying.
I hate that she said the Catholic girl.
It's like
That whole
Because I was
prude thing, it don't really fit.
I said the Catholic.
It do.
I said this Catholic schoolgirl. I said, man, niggas went there to run through them. You know what I'm saying? Because they were wild. And those were the ones that like, yeah, they were fucking. They did everything.
But she wasn't actually a Catholic school-girl. It was just an analogy.
I mean, but it was the analogy for her sheltering and going buck wild. And the preacher's children, the Catholic schoolgirls, like all girls college.
Yeah.
They all go. It's like all those people, the wildest.
And Lauren, you said the prudeness doesn't fit. Did you see the context of how like they talked about their parents' relationship?
I get that, but I'm talking about
and how they had Indian parents who were in an arranged marriage.
It doesn't fit with her language and how she speaks about other shit. If she's a prude, she's not speaking the way she's speaking about all the shit she's putting on the internet.
She's no longer
that ain't prude
a
behavior.
repressed Catholic schoolgirl, Lauren. You're not listening.
Sean C.
You're listening to Reddit.
I watched the Sean C. reaction, and he said some real shit. He was like, "Do I think she's a whore? No, but do I think she's a horny virgin?" Like he was like, she talks about sex like somebody who doesn't have a lot of sexual experience.
Yeah, that's true too.
He was like, she talks about sex like she might have been a virgin, but it's like she's just an overly horny virgin.
Yeah.
And it's like now she has had sex. So now she'll go into more detail when she's talking to her co-host, talking about her husband,
with her
husband's
dildo.
D, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But like back then, she was just a loser. He said she's just a virgin. She's an old virgin loser.
Exactly.
She was a square.
A prude.
Yeah, a loser.
A raisin.
Not a loser.
She's a loser.
She wasn't a loser because she was working for Goldman Sachs. She wasn't a loser by any
I don't
means.
think that's
He means in terms of coolness. Like she wasn't really living life.
Yeah, she's a loser.
But
Her
loser
hymen
is
was still
such
intact.
Okay, I'd say square. But okay, regardless. I don't think this didn't work though. That's my this didn't work. Whatever it was supposed to do, it didn't work. I'm not gonna say it didn't make it any it didn't make it any better.
No better.
It didn't make it any better.
Fuck no. Oh, Akaash thinks this worked. You go to the note real quick. We're not even gonna watch this. Because you niggas have seen this.
Yeah.
There's no point of wasting time.
Yeah, we
with it.
talked about it for how long?
Almost 30.
Yeah, it's gonna be long as shit.
Look, Akaash, look at his face. He thinks it worked.
Yeah.
But then also you can see the pain in his eyes.
when niggas smile.
When he says,
You look jet lagged.
I really haven't been on social media either. So it's just like, okay.
They even gave him the
Sounds
big boy
like he
chair.
has.
Y'all might need to deal with a couple of these guys. Go be warriors. Stop get on the internet. Go do your inject thing now.
Well, yeah, dude.
Oh, God.
It's over, man.
Yeah, I mean, I did, the way we handled it, I appreciate all of y'all, man. These guys had my back the whole fucking time. I appreciate everybody checking in. Even y'all that checked in, I appreciate it. I wasn't on social, so I didn't see it, but the way we handled it was funny. It was fun. I think my wife handled it well in terms of just laughing at herself and having fun, so we're good. Whatever happens.
Nope. You look like you're in pain. Also, one other thing.
You don't believe that?
Fuck no. That looks like you just say that. Another thing that I wanted to say is I don't think this was supposed to happen, but I feel like in the friend interrogation, Mark was doing the most damage, I feel like, with his line of questioning.
Yeah.
He was doing the most damage. And it was like he was trying, I don't know what they were trying to.
I feel like Mark was talking for the people.
He
Andrew was
which-
talking for
Akaash.
For the
Akaash in friendship. And you know, Alex was the black dude.
But that was the whole point.
Plays his part
Talking
well.
for the people was not supposed to be a part of this equation at all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he was talking for the people, I was like, man, he's kind of killing her right now. That's what I was thinking. I said, every time this nigga interjects, the questions get real. They're very valid, but they're also questions I probably would have skipped.
He might have actually been looking out for his
If I was
friend.
trying to protect something.
So does that not give it any validity?
Validity to what?
To like that this isn't just a pre-orchestrated fluff piece.
I don't think it was a fluffy. I just didn't think it helped.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what we would determine a fluff piece, though, either.
Because and a lot of the comments were
a fluff
also
piece?
A fluff piece.
Can you Google that, actually, the official term?
Yeah, I guess I don't know the.
You know, it's when
I'll
we,
give you a nigga definition.
It's when we do a write-up on you that's really
if something came out about Jeff Bezos, but the New York Times wrote it, it's probably a fluff piece because he owns the New York Times.
Substance.
Instead, aiming to flatter, promote, or entertain with light, trivial, or overly complimentary content. So yeah, boom, fluff piece.
Yeah, I guess it was a fluff piece, then, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
But what you just said proves that it wasn't.
Over complimentary. This wasn't very complimentary because
you literally
what I'm
said-
saying is Mark wasn't very too complimentary.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It proves that this wasn't a fluff piece. Because
Everybody else was though, right?
Yeah, everybody else was fluff piece. I never labeled it a fluff piece, though. You just kind of brought it up. That's why. But I mean, I just don't think I didn't label it a fluff piece, so I can't like die on
Maybe-
that cross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
maybe they were definitely trying to do that. I think we can all agree. They weren't trying.
They weren't trying
I
to
think
dig in.
Andrew, for the most part, he was like, he
made fun of her too, though.
I don't know what the goal was. Now that I think
There was
about
no real hard hitting questions, bro.
Yeah, I don't
well,
know what the
Mark
goal
was
was.
trying
What you
to
mean
get
there was
him.
no hard hitting questions?
Mark was cooking
like
shit.
second layer, third layer, like let's
Oh,
dive
fuck
in.
no. We
You know what I'm
stay
saying?
at
Like,
level
let's
one.
stay
the
at
whole
level
time.
one. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Well, I think there was a goal. It was just the wrong goal. Like they was focusing on like too many minute moments. Like, nigga, we are looking at her as a person. Like she looks bad as a person. Like her being a virgin, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, does she love her husband?
It was more important.
Everybody
It was more
cares.
important that she
But-
cleaned up her, the human.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course everybody cares if she's a virgin. I care. But just in the idea of, you know,
I don't care. I care more that she's a bad person. She's like truly a bad person.
I care about both.
I don't.
I
The
think-
virginity thing is for Akaash to care about. But like,
I care
I'm
about
just
that.
looking at this is the thing that's so fascinating. Why Akaash Singh and Jazleen is so polarizing over an entire month is because when we hear her speak, whether you're involved, whether you are involved in this content or anything, even casually by, it affects like core human beliefs. Like when you hear some of the things that she's saying, you're like, it doesn't sit well with the average person, like in their core, which is why I think it just won't go away, because it's like, as you start going down that rabbit hole, you're just like, oh my God, like,
Well, like
there's so
Tony,
many
like,
things that are just
well, like what
affect,
Tony
like,
was
the
saying
core.
with the whole red pill thing. There's people, no matter what. Like I would say, everybody in this room gets women, right? Like we get women. So when we hear a woman speaking like this and knowing she has a man,
And other
we
women
see it
speak-
from like, oh my God, like that could be me
Other women
with
feel
my
that
girl.
Other women feel that too.
And
And
that's
with the red pill niggas, they're just like, this bitch is
No,
everything we
I'm
thought a
I'm not
woman was.
marginalizing it to just the red pill. Women don't like what she's saying. This, I think,
Of
she
course.
speaks to an ill part of human nature that no matter who hears
God
it,
damn.
that's why. Because why else is this so polarized? And niggas
Yeah.
get cheated on
There's
every
a lot of
day.
women out there.
It's the
Because-
way. It's everything that she's saying, and the fact that it's so much. We're just like, it speaks to too many people. We're like, oh no, this is just a bad person.
Well, yeah, because we can all understand what the fuck she's saying. She's disrespecting her husband.
Right.
But I think the fringe, like the story got so big to where it crosses over the mainstream. The mainstream people aren't what's holding this story up. It's the super internet niggas that really give a fuck about this. And I think it really boils down to a lot of these dudes got like a perception of a type of woman that like Myron preaches about.
Say the patriarchy.
Really the red pill, the Maino first.
Yeah.
That shit, all of that shit. There's a type of woman.
They're not the only ones holding it up.
They're not the only ones, but I think that they're the main. Look at any comment. Look at any comment section.
Everybody has something on their page.
But let me
about
finish
it.
saying what I'm saying.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
think it's all of these dudes who don't have bitches. They have this conception of what a woman is. Like they're gold digging. They're only one niggas with high status and a superstructured jawline. All that bullshit.
That's only them
they
on the weekend.
see a woman acting like the creature they created. And they're like, okay, thank God. That's why I don't have bitches. Because these are bitches.
Yeah.
How could I have women when this is how they act?
Would you put
And
Alba
it's
and
just-
Preach
it just-
on Manosphere?
I've been preach.
What about Too Lazy to Try? and
Manosphere?
Podcast
Too lazy to
Cringe?
Brian. Yeah. Podcast Cringe.
Well, you're talking about YouTube creators. Their motivation is different.
Yeah, but I mean,
They're-
else-
I'm
who
talking
else
about
would
the
we-
those are
actual
the people,
people.
but those are the people keeping it propped
Yeah.
up.
But they're not posting the videos unless it's getting 50,000 views in 1 hour. That's the reason this shit is so hot. People keep watching
They
this.
talk about red pill. I mean,
No, they're keeping it
Podcast
alive.
reactors.
But
Yeah, they're keeping it alive.
Do you think they'll keep posting videos about a story that isn't getting traction? That nobody's caring about still? I even remember I was watching a Flacco video the other day. He was like, I can't believe he's still talking about this shit. Every time I post it, just go crazy.
yeah.
Right.
So it's being carried by the people.
Right. So what makes you think all the people in the comments are red pillers?
Right. Yeah. That like, is it only just them?
Not only red pill, like it's not only red
We
pill,
all
but I
find
think
it's all of us find it fascinating.
But I think all of us find it fascinating, but the majority of people who really give a fuck, who really care.
How do you know that though?
Because I'm reading the comments. I'm reading what they're saying.
I don't think that's a bad argument to say it's 60% red pill and 40% everybody else.
Does your mom know?
Because I do believe it's a gumbo pot of like people that care about
Akaash
this.
or anybody is either.
Your sister?
Well, actually, I don't know. I would have to ask. Actually,
I think there are a lot of
because you never know. They might have fucked around.
They
and
might.
The Indian dude that
crossed over the timeline. So I can't even answer that.
I think there are a lot of YouTube creators and a lot of like people who are in the comments who are aspiring creators or people who want to be something who don't necessarily have to be.
Shit, most people don't comment.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and who don't necessarily have to be like red pill to pay attention to shit like this. Like, niggas are on YouTube. Like, people, just regular niggas are on YouTube.
But you're simplifying it to just watching it. I'm saying who really care.
They have a large fan base. You think all their fan base is red pill niggas?
You talking about Flagrant?
Yeah.
I'm not even just talking about this video. I'm talking about all the
whole thing.
The whole ecosystem of niggas making their own videos about this video and they making a video about it. All of that shit. The people who really care and who are really
they'll be the
keeping up
most
with this
hyperbolic about it. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? They will be the most hyperbolic.
The minority
the most
is normally
extreme.
the loudest too.
Yeah, so they will be like that.
And for the reasons I was trying to explain.
Yeah, I understand that part of it. But I just didn't know how you got to the conclusion of all these niggas in the comments is red pills.
Nobody said all.
Sounded like it.
That's what you heard.
It is what I heard.
You got a simple brain. Did you hear all?
Nah.
Did you hear all? Be honest. You can be honest.
Nah, you didn't. He said in the beginning that a majority of the people holding this up.
Fuck you, nigga. Don't say yes, then no.
The start
Lord.
of this is definitely like Myron's people. Like, they're the ones. For
This
sure.
was Myron's.
He kicked it off.
This was Myron's catch.
Yeah.
Like, this was his thing. And who was his audience?
Man, he let that slip away.
Yeah, this is way bigger than Myron. Could ever been.
Well, it's because
it
was big enough for everybody else to eat off this shit.
Andrew Tate level big. Pause.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Yeah, just
I
saying.
don't know. I
ain't
ain't
like
said
that.
anything yet.
He's
hope
probably
he does.
worried about his fucking court cases.
Yeah, they all got dropped and dismissed. Crazy.
Romania, they'll put back on you.
Money talks.
Even the London ones did.
Believe it.
You have to go to your hair appointment right now? Wait, what time? What the fuck?
That's what I was saying earlier.
You see this mess, he's got to get that settled.
Yo, nigga, what's up with you, man? This nigga didn't show up this morning.
What you mean, nigga?
And now has to leave.
This is the first time I've really left that.
I know. I thought you meant 9 a.m.
Nigga, no.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like he wasn't mentally prepared for that.
Right?
Yeah.
That just made the most sense to me.
Yeah.
I gotta work at 9 a.m.
That's why I was saying earlier we got to start.
Oh God.
I know you need me. I'll be back next week.
I mean, there's just so much.
Your hair better be
There's
fresh,
literally
nigga.
so much. All right.
Lauren, come take your spot.
All right. Let's see. Well, shit. How many more should we do?
You want to go to Brilliant Idiots real quick? This is a quick stupid one.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the bell again.
Believe it. So, in more Brilliant Idiots news, they are being taken serious as political journalists. Like, it's official. It's nothing that, no matter how many people get in the comments and be like, Charlamagne sucks at this, or Andrew is fucking a MAGA, I almost said a word we probably can't say in the first 30 seconds, but they're kind of getting validated in a way that's dangerous. They were on the New York Times panel. They recently had a summit that was like a week long where they had a bunch of different media, influencers, bunch of different conversations. For some reason, they decided to have the Brilliant Idiots on there. And it was kind of a setup to an extent.
I saw a little clip. Yeah, I saw that.
It was kind of a setup because Charlamagne's there because he's probably like the most, like, who's a more official hip-hop political fucking voice that they can
Who's
go
that
to
chosen nigga?
in a time like this.
Who's that chosen nigga?
And they hand-selected Schultz specifically because of this Trump interview and his connection to the manosphere.
Right.
They're trying to say he's probably like America's public #1 enemy. Just in terms of the power that he has and the ignorance that he has while wielding that power. But at the end, because it was a cool conversation. It's not enough for us to go.
How long is it? About an hour?
About an hour. And it ran longer because they wanted to ask Andrew Schultz this Trump question that Lauren's going to timestamp when we get to there. But
I did see that clip in the Brilliant Idiots.
You saw them reacting to it?
Oh, no. I saw it in the Reddit, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that whole section.
What's the timestamp?
Go to 1 hour 15 flat.
Where they were like, oh, this is why they really invited us here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard it in the audio. I listened to the audio episode. They were talking about it.
I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't listened to Bray Idiots in like 2 months.
I'm not gonna lie. Schultz and Charlemagne, they pretty much like they kind of held their weight in this conversation.
They did sound all right.
But I would say that's only on Schultz's end because they didn't really press him too hard into the end, and then they ran out of time. He kind of got off kind of real easy.
Gotta press these niggas early, man.
Yep. But
when I first saw that this even happened, I thought of the Dave Chappelle joke. Like, what the fuck does
Ja Rule think?
What do we care? Why do we care what Ja Rule thinks about the state of America?
Why does it matter?
That was my thought when I saw them both together here.
And this conversation kind of proves it. The dude at the bottom right corner, I think he was the most frustrated with Schultz.
The one far right.
Yeah, far right.
Okay.
Because it like I could visibly see him being irate. It was kind of crazy. like he balled.
That is funny though.
He balled his fist up. He was chewing on it and shit. Every time Andrew was talking, I was like, yeah, he's getting.
I can't handle this.
Like, I can't wait to fucking talk. And he's a journalist, so he's got manners and shit. You can't just cut him off.
Which does fuck him up.
Like he's got
him being so professional.
He's got rules.
Yeah, it fucks up him being able to even get in there.
All this etiquette, but running from that.
Sit down with Donald Trump.
Yes.
And you've been
basically a truthful person.
And you interview him. And I just want to preface this question by saying I've consumed every interview where you've talked about what it means for you to interview someone. And you're very clear about something. You're not asking dutiful questions. You're not asking something because you think you're supposed to. You're asking a question because you're following your curiosity.
Yes.
And Charlemagne, I hear you talking powerfully here about how important it is to call things what they are. Andrew, when you sit down...
I think that's my duty, but
when you sat down with Donald Trump a couple weeks before the 2024 election, you had a long conversation with him. And I went back and I listened to it. And I do want to push you on what you see as your responsibilities within an interview like that.
Yeah.
There's a section of the interview, and maybe you would have thought this was dutiful in the moment. I'm not so sure I'd agree. Where the president is describing the entire federal investigation into Russia as a hoax, made up by Hillary Clinton, these are made up by Nancy Pelosi. That's factual, that's not accurate. But then he goes further and he says that the Pulitzer Prize Committee should give the New York Times, should take back the Pulitzer it gave to the New York Times for its aggressive coverage of that investigation.
And the Post.
And you in the interview, you're nodding along to him, you're verbally agreeing with him.
Yeah.
And you say, to have the New York Times keep that Pulitzer is to basically say that the lie is true.
Oh, that's what they brought you here for. They brought you here to put your... They needed to see you face to face.
Did I say those words? This is what you said. This is what you said. Let's go. Let's do it. Donald Trump, because you're actually, by leaving
back all the nice things I said, Lisa.
By leaving the Pulitzer with the New York Times, you're sort of saying it happened, and it didn't happen. And everybody now, he goes on, and you say, Andrew Schultz, this is the...
Oh, he said that part.
No, and you say, you're rewarding the lie, and you're agreeing with him on, for the hoax. So now, in retrospect... maybe you think this is the best interview you've ever done. But I wonder if, in retrospect, perhaps you question whether in moments like that, you're not fulfilling what your friend and even your co-host Charlemagne thinks is pretty essential about the role of journalism in this moment.
Wait. Well, that was a big leap right there. What was the last question?
Are you letting the president lie on your show and not bothering to fact check him?
I don't know anything about the Russia hoax.
So why interview the president and let him talk about it?
And that's why Trump wants to go on his podcast.
I didn't ask him about the Russia hoax.
He brought it up every which way throughout the interview.
But I didn't ask him about the Russia hoax. I had three things I wanted to ask.
Turns out there's no hoax.
Yeah, well, so here's the thing that I would say.
First of all, I know you want to talk about immigration.
Michael, as one who's getting sued as a member of the Pulitzer...
Can I just respond to it, David?
Just hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Just to be clarified, the Pulitzer was to the Post and the Times. It wasn't about the Russia hoax. It was about Russian interference in the election.
Look at this nigga show.
Period.
Okay.
And it was a collection of terrific reporting.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify.
Thank you. So this is.
He just said he's one of the people getting sued by Trump, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So that's why
he's on the publication that is.
Yeah, so he's also personally affected because this nigga's legally going through it as well.
And this is around the moment he started really getting ticked off. You see the fucking firm grip on that chin.
Yeah.
A perfect example of the media class, which is like you guys who know everything about the Russia hoax, you know everything about what it is. Was it actually? Was it not? Like if we relitigated every single thing, was it justified, et cetera? And then the rest of us, who I do not consider myself part of the journalist class, that just go, oh, so it didn't end up being real? Oh, I guess it was a hoax. And this is the separation of knowledge.
That's your position?
Yeah, I just said it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are really aware of this because it's important to you. It's important if you're reporting on something that if there is truth to it. But what did happen? Did he get indicted? Did he get proven guilty of it? Like, what did happen with the hoax?
Just to be clear.
Not the hoax. What did happen with the Russia investigation?
David?
The Russia investigation is a federal inquiry into a sustained campaign by Russia to influence the 2016 election, according to U.S. intelligence agencies, on behalf of, in favor of Donald Trump. It's not an investigation. It's an investigation that also sought to understand contacts between Russian officials and Trump, and ultimately there's no evidence.
I'm not testing you. I'm just saying, what happened? What do you think?
There was a Mueller report,
what do you
there
think?
was no indictment.
Okay, so,
there was no indictment.
Take this right here. Let's stop right here.
I kind of want to see what he's going to say after that.
Oh, you go ahead.
There's a Mueller report.
Yeah.
And there was what?
No indictment.
No indictment.
Okay. What do you think the American people think when they hear there was no indictment? They're not looking into all this research. They're not saying like, ooh, there are real connections, but maybe not close enough to indict, but there is something real here. What do you think the average American thinks when they hear there was a Mueller report and there was no indictment? What do you think they think?
You clearly have an answer.
I'm asking you guys. What do you speak for your audience for a second? What do you think they think when they hear that?
David, correct me if I'm wrong. Richard Nixon wasn't indicted in Watergate, but Americans still look back on Watergate and think that was a scandal.
You're not answering the question.
I am.
No, you're answering it with a different one, and I think you're avoiding it because you know the truth. The truth of the matter is,
I don't think being willfully ignorant of what happened is a defense of knowing something. I'm sorry.
Look, I'm sorry I don't know every single thing before I interview the guy, and I see that I'm clearly being like, I don't know, punished.
I'm going to come to Andrew's defense.
No. I think it's listen, all criticism is fair. If you don't think that the question was asked in the right way or something like that, that's totally fair. We put things out on the internet, we put things out in the world. These criticisms are completely allowed. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
What I'm trying to tell you is there is definitely a separation between what you guys know and what the American people know.
That's true.
And when you only talk to other journalists, you guys are all aligned, left or right, about like what the facts of these things are. But when you go to, maybe not.
I would think Ben and I are not aligned on this.
So Andrew, remember earlier when I was talking about the gestalt of the story? This is what I mean. Like the overall sense of the story.
They're going off now.
He fried them niggas just now though with that.
He picked it back up because he was losing.
He was losing it, but the fact when he got him when they wouldn't answer.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say they both. It was a close battle.
They got easily distracted.
Yeah, it was a close battle though.
They got very easily distracted because their original point.
Held it there though.
The original point they were making was
he flipped it on him.
Yeah, but the original point they was making was valid.
They're making a very valid point.
If you don't know nothing, why are you asking him questions?
Yeah,
you know how dangerous that is. Like it's niggas that was like 22. That was their first time really seeing Trump long form and talk, and they was probably like, "Oh, he's a cool guy. I'm gonna go vote for this nigga."
Yeah,
because Andrew didn't have
factual,
the knowledge to push back. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. He's a Terrence Howard in white skin.
They caught him. They caught him on that, and the guy saying like, you know, being willfully ignorant is not a response.
It's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse to like not knowing. Like that's true. That's actually true.
Yeah, this is why they shouldn't. This is why entertainers shouldn't get into politics if they don't know anything about it.
Exactly. This is the same argument you have about why Charlemagne should have an expert with him when he has people on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he definitely should have an expert at all times. Yeah.
Yeah, but Schultz, nigga, he needs a short bus teacher with him. This is interesting though. There was a lot of moments.
I gotta watch this whole thing.
I'm not gonna lie. This was a pretty entertaining conversation. It kind of like it plays like a regular podcast with niggas just arguing. And Schultz was kind of like he was in and out of being serious. It was kind of weird. I really didn't know how to like judge his performance.
Well, that's the thing too. It's kind of weird when somebody like him, who I could say at this point, compared to Charlemagne, he's new to these political
for sure
and getting invited. So it's like what demeanor does he take when he goes there now?
He just
is it there just a joke or it's
he took the fool that says something kind of wise every now and then.
Yeah, but
only every now and then.
He would have to find his lane there. Like Charlemagne has his talking points that were coached to him, and wherever all
of them, he said he just had them boom, boom, boom. Like he knew exactly what his take was.
He's gonna say the same thing.
Schultz had to think. Like you saw him even like looking up to the left and just like trying to recreate it in his head.
Yeah. Why is he going there? Why is he wasting his time doing this?
Because he likes how serious he's being taken. And even in this interview itself, he kind of contradicts him because it's like in the beginning, he was like, I don't even know why I'm here. I'm a comedian. I really don't want to be here. Like, nigga, why'd you show up? Like, they didn't pull up to your crib and throw a bag over your head and was like, nigga, you about to talk about the news? You came on purpose. So you want to be taken serious in this light.
Right.
That's the only reason to be here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But then he also gets to go back to his podcast and hide behind the I tell jokes and I'm curious shit. But you tell jokes and you're
You
curious.
can't use that. I hate that.
When you
excuse.
go to the New York
hate
Times summit too. Like if that's all, Shane Gillis can do that. Because that's all Shane Gillis do. You don't see this nigga doing
facts.
Doing
And when he
no
does talk
fucking-
about politics, he's normally joking on somebody.
He's doing a parody.
Yeah.
Like he's not being serious.
He's not like really like these are my stance for real. Like this is where we at.
I will say Andrew Schultz has fully turned the comedy thing into throwing a stone and hiding your hand.
Yeah, because
Yes.
you don't get to decide when you're performing and when you're not performing.
He wants to fly too close to the sun, the political sun.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these niggas is trying to be like George Carlin, but they're not George Carlin.
See, I don't know too much about George Carlin.
George Carlin was like one of the, I don't want to say he was one of the first smart comics,
Yeah.
but he was one of the first niggas that like felt like he was a philosopher on stage.
Right.
Like he was smart and funny. And then after that, a lot of people was like, oh, I guess my jokes have to be like correct.
It's that guy?
This nigga, yeah.
I know who this guy
He's got a series of rants just about, like he's an actual deep thinker. And a lot of comedians was like, oh, that's dope. Like I kind of want that respect that he get, the
He's
funny
in
and the
movies
deep
and shit,
thinking.
isn't
Nigga, he's a legend, dog.
That's what I'm saying. I've seen him.
George Carlin
I've
is
seen
a-
him for years. I had no idea that's who George Carlin was.
Yeah, no, he's a legend. And that's how famous he is. You know that face and know that name and couldn't put it together, but you knew them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What the hell?
A lot of niggas trying to be Carlin, but a lot of niggas are just funny. And some people don't even think Schultz is that.
I know that Flagrant, the midget thing. That shit wasn't funny to me. I just thought that was lame as fuck.
It made me laugh that they were laughing in the background. Like whenever they would say some shit that was crazy or Jess Ling would say some shit that was crazy, like you could, they were really the audience in the room. Fuck Mark.
Yeah.
It was the midgets.
So Andrew Schultz.
This is dangerous. I don't even like the way that he went back on Brilliant Idiots after this and was like, well, you know, I mean,
So
shit.
this happened before Brilliant Idiots recording?
This happened before Brilliant
man.
Idiots, but Brilliant Idiots dropped first. He was on Brilliant Idiots like, God damn, I mean, the New York Times? Shit, they take us, you know? It don't matter how hard we try to not be taken serious, they just take us serious, dog.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I
on
can't
there like
help
that.
myself.
He was glowing.
I'm really.
But it was
Yeah.
like why? It was like a fake humble why me glow. Like I'm not even really like that.
Greatest
I
politicians.
hope he keeps
It's
up,
funny,
'cause
though.
then He's gonna be gearing up for another downfall then.
Oh yeah, nah, it's about that
You
time.
know what I'm saying? Like-
every 250 years of civilization crumbles.
Yeah, it's like every 3 years he has a good moment where it's like this nigga a nice heavy decline, or just where this is fucking retarded. This is crazy.
And normally it's cool because the people around him was able to, you know, kind of hold him accountable to a certain extent.
He's too
Like, yo,
famous now.
Andrew, you tripping?
Too
He's
famous now.
definitely too popular now. It's not even happening.
Yeah, it can't.
Like there were moments.
Charlamagne won't. That's the only person that could do it, and he won't do it.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it is like they're really friends. They're really friends. And so your first instinct is probably going to be to defend your friend. Like even when he's had moments where he's done dumb shit, my first thought is usually like, damn, how could he be right? And then when I really think about it, I'm like, okay, he's fucking tripping. But still, how can we fix this? That's what friends do. But there is a line to where it's like,
I don't know. That feels like
it's not,
that's what
I don't want to
friends
make it
do.
an excuse.
Because there's also remember that time. It depends on the subject too. Because you remember that time when I can't remember what Kendrick's song it was, but he was pretty much saying like he was taking shots at Schultz.
Yeah,
and then he took a shot at Charlamagne. It was either Charlamagne or Alex Meada. You remember that was the whole thing.
Oh yeah, the
Which
black,
one is it?
Whoever's black around you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that thing. But I just remember Charlamagne being like, "All right, well, you keep talking like." Some niggas gonna have to come see you. Like he definitely didn't seem like he was trying to defend him in that as like a friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, violence is a little different, but I do get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I do
Where
get what
it's
you're
like,
saying.
I would think he would have that during that because it seemed like you heard niggas that they about to catch me laughing,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
over here talking about I hope you're safe.
Uh-huh.
Nigga, what do you know that you haven't told me?
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody does have a line.
yeah,
Everybody
so-
has a line. Like there's some crazy shit he can say that I just can't justify, and especially with Charlamagne being black and Schultz being white, like there's innately like a dynamic at play to where it's like, okay, you can't go too far to where I had to defend my people. They're more important to me than you.
Yeah, I remember the moment when he was like, when he checked him on, he's like, you got to stop saying the blacks.
It just comes
I did
off.
appreciate that because it did come, even though it was like, that was him starting the flagrant shit. That was like, that was really the beginning of it.
Everything was plural back then.
Yeah, so it was like, I am glad that he checked him on that and he did heed that advice because it was just like, I get what you're going for and you my nigga, but it's like, my soul can't handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I know who you are, but I know how that sounds.
And that still triggers that thing in me. You know what I'm saying? That that doesn't like it. You know what I mean? So
that's always going to be at play. There's always that safeguard, but it don't work with politics.
In politics, this nigga's out of his league. What kind of rational conversation can he have?
With Schultz or Charlotte?
Charlotte, to me, is out of his league in politics.
Talking to Schultz, no.
Well, no, this is what I'm saying. Charlamagne believes he's important in politics. I believe he's not at all. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's just a chosen nigga that they put there every time they need a black representation of something. So in my mind, he can't even have this conversation with Schultz outside of just learn when to cut the jokes off. That's as deep as the conversation can go. But I feel like he also might be like, yo, come over here to this side because you see it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's doing a little bit of both, it feels like.
Is that, but I think, because Charlamagne also has been on like this fuck the Democrats wave for like a couple months now.
Like shitting on the Democrats?
Yeah, and I think that
he does that
I think
when they're running,
but
you don't want to keep it real.
But I think Charlamagne and Schultz's overlap on shitting on the Democrats is what like takes the accountability out of the room. Because as soon as like he starts going on some MAGA Trump shit that Charlamagne probably doesn't agree with,
he don't fight it though.
They end up pivoting to it's the Democrats' fault.
Yeah,
and that's a conversation Charlamagne loves right now. And so I feel like that's why they avoid a lot of the like, nigga, you really believe that
he doesn't challenge Schultz on that stuff
because they end up talking about them agreeing.
Because it's also something that he don't
on the fuck the Democrats shit.
Yeah,
so it's like it gets to hide.
And it's like, who gives a fuck that he's shitting on Democrats now? When he interviewed Kamala Harris, the nigga gave one of the most softball interviews we saw during her run. It's like, who cares that you're shitting on them now? You didn't like try to do that then. But at the beginning of the interview, it was like, he was like, well, let's go ahead and just get some things out the way that people think are true that really aren't true. It's like, nigga, okay, we're just here to just like help dispel, like create more of this fake thing. Like, what is this interview? This shit is weird as fuck.
You didn't think the town hall interview was fair?
That shit was so trash, bro. And then they were like, well, we actually have some locals from Detroit to come through. I was like, you nigga, this nigga, like I could have, like,
you can't trust locals in Detroit. They might say anything.
Fuck out of here.
That
nigga.
interview was not safe for Kamala.
That interview was disgusting, bro. I was like, okay,
that's great.
Like ranking that compared to Schultz's Flagrant interview, the Flagrant interview was spectacular. To me, compared to if I'm just relating the actual styles of the interview and how they were conducted, one was clearly better than the other.
Spectacular and like you had more fun in one, or they did a better job pushing back. Because I think Charlamagne,
one felt a little bit more real.
I think Charlamagne pushed back on Kamala more than they pushed back on Trump.
I don't know. It just felt so staged. It just felt so staged. That was my biggest issue with it. It was
and you don't think the Trump interview with Flagrant was staged? They was in another
the same energy that he has with the Democrats now. He did not have that energy there.
Yeah, and I think back then
he wouldn't have it directly, obviously, to Kamala when you're voting. You know what I'm saying? You respect that person, but you could have that energy for the party that she represents, and you could be coming to her with that frustration. Like, what are you going to do for the party that I am about to talk shit about? You know what I mean? Like,
and I do feel that. Like, there's a real place for that, but there also is. It could just be niggas' minds change. Like, especially given the fallout of what happened after that election. That shit was bad, dog.
Yo, Charlotte
they fumbled and fell on their face.
I can't take it seriously. I can never take it seriously. Because now I'm thinking back to that time period. You remember when they had the live stream and they were losing? And it was funny because he just like slowly started slipping back into like old Charlamagne. He said,
sniffing chairs and shit.
He started joking. He said, it's not looking good, guys. I said, yo.
He started coping with reality.
Everybody else is like visibly distraught. And this nigga's like, hey, man, it's not looking good. I'm like, yo,
it was a good run.
This nigga does not give a fuck, bro. He's just there. Just like, they're just there. It's on his jacket. He's more official now, I guess. It's crazy. But Schultz, I mean, hey, it looked like he's gearing up for a nice little decline.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see it.
And at least he's going out.
Because it really hasn't been, because honestly, when that Schultz hate, what was it, like a year ago, when it was like Podcast Cringe and I think
they had a run on.
Yo,
do you remember that? Like, do you remember that run?
Yeah,
Like,
there was a run.
Soaps forever.
There was a run.
Yeah,
on
but
it,
there was a specific run.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean? And when those runs go, nigga, they be like, niggas be dropping 1-3 videos a week about like the goofy shit that he does. Yeah, it was like,
and they all be 15 minutes long.
It was like the Akaash thing. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's been going through. But like Schultz had a nice couple month run during that. It was like a year ago, I think. And a lot of people, I feel like I found Too Lazy to Try during
that time,
during one of the the early ones. I feel like that's how I found his channel.
It's very possible. Shit, Schultz had a run a couple of weeks ago, dog. Like I feel like in the back of his mind, he's not happy this is happening to Akaash, but he is relieved
that it ain't him
because it's like, wow, the comments are talking about some completely different shit.
No, that's a fact. Though.
I even saw something else that was saying because YouTube doesn't show the dislikes anymore. But there's third-party websites that you can go to that'll do it for you. Apparently, they're saying that it's like the likes are 15,000, dislikes is like 85K.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Something stupid.
Yeah, they have. I think they said they have one of the. They call it ratio. I think it's called ratio. They have one of the worst ratioed in history. Yeah,
of all of YouTube.
Yeah,
that's a lot of competition.
Yeah,
that's deep.
Damn.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Yeah, I saw the screenshot. It was like 80-something thousand to go to like 15. It was crazy. I was like, damn.
I wish they had a stat that could show like at what point did the average listener hit the dislike button. Like at what time?
And there is a stat
because I know there was it was probably a crazy amount from the onset. Then 5 minutes later, they was like, oh, she's a bitch. Dislike.
Yeah. Like at the 7-minute mark or 4-minute mark or something like that. Yeah, because that is a thing.
When you dislike it, Lauren?
Intro.
Yeah, I feel it. At least you standing on it. You bout yours.
Oh, I kind of want to cover the Maino and Akademiks because I do think it's important.
Let's hit it.
Yeah. Maino and Akademiks are going back and forth. I'm trying to figure out how, where I wanted to start. Maino and Akademiks are going back and forth. Time has transpired since where I'm about to bring us up to speed to today. The way it started was Akademiks was on live stream and he was reacting to something that Maino was saying. But long story short, he was watching the podcast that Maino, Jim Jones, DBs have, right? And then it scrolls over to Fabulous. Fabulous is wearing a headband. Akademiks clowns him for wearing a headband, and he's like, "Yo, niggas ain't wearing headbands without doing physical activity in a long time.
Yeah.
Like this looks kind of crazy.
Ain't no sweat on that shit. What
right?
You doing?
This looks a little goofy or whatever." Maino then responds, and intro jump it was a pretty good response where he's like, "Hey yo, Akademiks, check this out." Like Jim couldn't even get the intro of the podcast. Yeah. It's like if you were saying bop bop beat him and I was like, "Hey yo, listen up, nigga." It was like
fuck all that other shit.
Right, yeah. I really did enjoy
like the Elliot Wilson moment.
Yeah.
You didn't even hit the bell. It was just
that, yeah. But his delivery was way better than mine. He had some good jokes. A bunch of good things, and I'm sure we'll watch it because I think
kind of a layup for them.
Yeah, because it is part of this Chicks video that we're gonna watch. Kind of all these moments put together. But in this response, Maino's joking on him. You look like a baby mom. You look like a wet bag of relish. You look, you're bad built. Long story short.
Yeah, you look like somebody's bladder.
Jokes along those lines. It took Akademiks 4 days, but when Akademiks did respond. And what needs to be noted is in Maino's rant, because it seemed like maybe somebody in the background was like, "Yo, chill out," and he was like, "No, I'm not saying nothing gangster. We just talking.
Yeah, it's just it's frivolous,
some pod shit. You know what I mean? We just going back and forth. It's just jokes. So I don't have to say gangster shit because it's not a gangster nigga, and I wouldn't approach a non-gangster nigga like this. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of fire.
It's a fair one. Yeah.
This nigga is approaching it the way he should be approaching it." Akademiks approaches it back the same way, but there's mixed reactions. People are now saying he went too far. I don't think he went that far. This was all kind of fair game. You know what I mean?
I think people are quick to pull that too far trigger on Akademiks because he's done it so many times.
Right. Yeah, that's
so when you flirt with that border, it's like he crossed it again.
And when it's somebody we like.
Exactly. Yeah. Maino was somebody that's respected. If this was fucking Tasha K, nobody would give a fuck.
Nobody would say that.
Yeah.
They would probably say he didn't go far enough.
Because her line is fucking...
So yeah, that's why that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna listen to Akademiks' response back to him, just some of it, because Akademiks cooked for 15 minutes maybe. Like he had good jokes and he laid out like on some shit like, nigga, you're hustling off the block that I built in terms of like
this industry,
this commentary thing where we don't have to just go to the radio to get He said, I'm the reason radio is going out of business, like hip hop, right? You know what I mean? Like he hit him with some.
He might be taking a little too much credit, but he still deserves it. He still deserves it.
He hit the jokes, but then he also hit like I also built this foundation in kind of this lane that you now are jumping yourself into.
Yeah.
So he put
Still
himself.
a strong thing.
So he tried a little bro.
So we're all on the same page except me. I don't know if I'm on that page.
About what?
We don't think he built. We don't think.
I don't think
Akademiks is
Akademiks
like an he's a kind of like an architect.
No. He's an architect
He's a founding father
for the solo thing. He's not a founding father of.
He's a founding father
podcasting to me.
Not podcasting.
I do not think he's a founding father.
I
Of
won't say podcasting, but
Not
he
at
did.
all.
But he didn't just say podcasting.
He didn't.
He said podcasting like hip hop commentary.
Yeah.
He made sure he put them both.
He's a
He
founding
made
father.
sure he put them both together. So because we can't just say he's a. Because we know it was mainly just hip hop commentary. It wasn't that.
Right.
So I see what he's saying. I think
get
he
what he's
is
saying,
one of the.
too.
I think he is one of the architects.
He's a
and founding
forefather.
fathers. Yeah.
But when you break it down, he's kind of just doing what Wendy Williams did, because he talks about everything.
But you got to discredit the radio. See, that's the biggest thing.
And he's talking about it in the new media form.
Exactly in the
But
new media
even
format.
then, Akademiks,
and the independence and rising up.
He was really one of the
high
first
as
ones.
The people that don't have that financial and that company back.
He was really one of the first ones.
So you give it to him before you give it to Adam?
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Internet hip hop media. It's fair.
Adam was later.
I think it really depends on like what side of the internet that you coming from. Like if you're into like if you was into
independent hip hop media.
Independent hip hop media for sure, but even that category has different sides. Like there was the whole Warren Chirac shit that he was doing,
right?
As opposed to like Adam 22 doing XXX Tentacion interviews before he really blew up.
But that was so much later though. Warren Chirac, Adam probably came 5 to 7 years after Warren Chirac.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like Akademiks had like done Warren Chirac. He had started and finished it, and then transitioned into just daily videos where it was like the gift, the style that we see. Where he created that style where it was just like the gifs, overplaying, and him just telling us the story.
Yep.
So he gets it. He definitely pioneered that.
So the big thing was he was going at the radio people because he couldn't get into those hip hop doors.
Yeah, he was trying.
You know what I'm saying? And they were denying them, but he rose just as high and higher than a lot of them.
He's like the little kid in The Incredibles that became a supervillain.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like that's why I think it's just Akademiks. When he said that, I thought. That's valid as fuck.
Yeah, no,
you know
I give that to him.
Like,
I'm just not giving him that in the realm of podcasting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't either.
Because what Maino's doing
But not just
specifically
podcasting.
is a little bit different than that. Like it's more streamlined with what a podcast actually is. Academics can be news.
But he's also on Way Up with Angela Yee. It's actually Way Up
And so
with
he's
Angela.
comparing. Okay.
He's in it. Yeah, like he's in it. Like Maino is fully in it. He does that in the morning.
And then he goes
or
there.
midday, and then he does his podcast.
But he responded to this on the podcast with Jim Jones.
Yes, this is Akademiks responding to Maino's response.
Because I never came to y'all block. I ain't come to y'all block like, I can't get no money, so yo, listen.
Bring back just a little bit again, because that whole block conversation kind of started in the middle. Just click back a few more times.
Y'all went from being lobby boys to the pod boys. Y'all was hustling on the block of being in the streets. Then y'all was hustling with the microphones and being rappers. Y'all over here trying to hustle on my block, the block that I built. The shit y'all doing, I helped build. Remember that. So y'all can't talk about lame because I never came to y'all block. I ain't come to y'all block like, I can't get no money. So yo, listen, yo, could I sell a brick over here? Yo, I can't, my shit's slow over there. Could I start rapping? No. Rap slowed up. Nobody listening to y'all. Facts. Right? Y'all couldn't clearly get nothing in. Well, I don't want to encourage nobody getting nothing in the streets. Y'all on my block. My block is a podcast broadcasting block. You on my block. I can't be lame. The lame created the block you're fucking with. Ask about it. While you're sitting there, I helped create this shit. I'm the reason, one of the reasons radio is dead. I did that. The lame did that. So if I created the block you coming to hustle on, Boy, you can't tell me a motherfucking thing. What you talking about? What you talking about? Y'all went from lobby boys to pod boys. It's not happening. What are you talking about? I never came to y'all block. I've been getting money here for 15 years. Factuals. Y'all block slowed up. Y'all hustle slowed up. Y'all shit got shut down. Oh, let's move around. Let's get over to where Act got going on. Yeah, I built it. But here's the thing. I'll crack some light jokes on y'all. I encourage y'all to come in. Come on in. Come on in. Shit's slow. Come on in. I think you funny sometimes. Jim funny when he not too super mad. Come on too. It's cool. Fab used to have some funny jokes on some Twitter. Come on in. It's fun. But remember what y'all, I never came to y'all block.
Okay, pause. Now, I know we hate academics. Not we.
Especially me.
A lot of people hate academics.
Yeah, Lauren hates academics.
Lauren hates academics. I don't think I hate them.
I'm trying to be more middle of the course.
I just don't, it's whatever. It's academics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nobody loves academics in this room.
Right. I feel like he chefed. I feel like he was cooking shit just now. I feel like that was a good response. Objectively, I'm like, okay. I haven't heard a false statement yet.
It's kind of like you see somebody had 30 points and it was like 10 for 10 for 3 or like some crazy shit. Mm-hmm. But you know who he is. He doesn't normally do that. And not to say that academics isn't normally this level of like being able to deliver his messages. He
be doing his thing.
The thing is, he's talking with all of this bravado and it's valid, but it's just not believable because you know where it comes from. Like he just sounds like the nigga who wanted to be a boss, but he just wasn't the boss. He was a low-ranking nigga most of his life. So now that he has this power, he can talk this shit. The only thing is he got the power doing podcasting, so it's not even really cool. He has to use analogies like we selling drugs. Like the fact he kept harping on that block shit for so long, I was like, he's making it more and more corny.
Because
it just feels like this is his moment. Like I finally became something that's cool, and I can say that
he went on a full 15-minute rant, so that's why it was kind of just repetitive. It wasn't as structured, but that's what he does. You know what I'm saying?
But even the fact that he did it,
he had to respond.
He had to respond, and like I said, it's valid, but it's academics. And so it's just like at a certain point, it don't even really matter no more.
Niggas hate you, bro.
It don't matter.
Niggas hate academics.
And it's not even, it's not hate.
God,
it's really like a loss of respect.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same level of respect. Like I don't like wish harm on this nigga.
Likewise.
But his wins don't feel the same.
No.
It's like, y'all nigga, you fucking
sick. Yeah, no,
it's
I
like
see that. Yeah.
KD and Curry, like it don't feel the same.
I mean, he does a lot of corny shit.
Yeah,
he's a corny nigga with money.
Mm-hmm.
The messenger matters, bro.
And you can still hear the corniness. Like I hear the 16-year-old him that was hurt that's just yelling now at fucking Maino.
So do you think he took it too far? Can we skip to
I don't think he took it too far though.
No, I didn't. Well, he brought up this Maino moment on he brought up this Maino moment when he brought up a moment when Maino was on lip service with Angela Yee and telling them about one of his fantasies that he never told anybody before.
I don't know what the timestamp of it is.
I don't either. You're gonna have to kind of skip until you start hearing women talking.
Yeah, go to where you see confetti, nigga.
But I do remember. It's probably near that white line, though. Honestly,
like we have to really shots. Niggas want to beat me up.
If and all the things that I generation here.
Oh, go back a little bit. We can hear what Maino said about him. This is Maino's podcast intro.
Yeah, look at y'all niggas, man. Anyway, all right.
Tim's, Air Force One.
Okay. He's giving me the breakdown. Okay.
It's Pele's.
Bruh.
It's him breaking it down. It's okay. Keep skipping forward until you maybe go near his chain.
Okay, that's kind of funny. Then you say I look up to you in the bedroom, but
there we go.
You want to hear how the big dick dictator gives it up?
Whoa.
I got you.
Maino said that.
I got you, Chad. Okay. This is how the big dick dictator gives it up.
What are you talking about? I did it for all them years.
Did you like that?
Huh?
No, what was the role play?
Yeah. The role play.
What was the roles? This feels like it's gonna be so.
How does the big dick dictator give it up?
Wrong.
It's so wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've never talked about this.
Ah, shit. Dun, dun, dun.
I like to be like a runaway slave.
Oh! Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Oh shit!
I remember this.
The big dick dictator is a runaway slave? Maino, you know you done fucked up. You can't fuck with me on this goddamn mic, man. You couldn't fuck with rappers and rap. You think you gonna fuck with me podcasting?
Well, this morning, Maino is officially activated.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So
Yeah, I remember that moment.
Literally, when Maino responded to Act, I was like, this moment's gonna come back. I thought about that. I was like, I remember that moment because I remember when I heard that. We talked about it on 3-0 podcast, and I think there's a clip when I said every time I see, and I was talking about my frustration for Maino.
Yeah.
Because I said I'm sick of seeing him because it never feels like he's where he's supposed to be.
He's always a fish out of water.
It's always like, why? What's happening? When he pops up, he says something weird, or he's just somewhere that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
And I thought when that moment came up, I was like, oh man, he's gonna wish he never said that. And then when he responded to Ack is definitely gonna use that moment.
It's
and
a
it
silver
came up,
bullet.
and it seemed like it really got under Maino's skin because now he's on some different shit.
He said, fuck the tone that I said earlier.
Fuck the
this
jokes.
is beyond podcast.
I think so, yeah. I think he really got mad.
It's understandable because he was vulnerable on lip service to it. I feel like they be lacing niggas drinks when they go on that show because they just sit on the
Whole bunch
couch
of truth serum.
and get so comfortable.
Some niggas get around Angela Yee. That was the OG crew. Angela Yee, Gigi McGuire, and Stephanie.
And
Santiago.
They knew how to whisper into your ear and get you to reveal everything.
Okay. Let's just hear some because I haven't even heard the whole thing yet, but I just do know that the conversation about the streets are apparent now. Apparently academics can't speak on the streets and shit like this. I don't know.
Said
DJ Akaash, you talking again? You let your pride and Hennessy get you to the point of gas you up to say things that don't even make no sense on the internet? You again?
That.
You on the internet talking about your lane.
I hate that.
But let me ask you something about your lane. Was it your lane when that lady said that you forced herself on her?
I'm sorry. I want to pause for a second just to say this. I don't like when niggas use the internet to attack, do all this extra shit, be a part of it, and then go back and say, on the internet?
Yeah.
That bothers me. Yeah. I will start it back.
Was it your lane when that lady said that you forced herself on her? Huh? Is that your lane? Huh? Sexual assault, is that your lane? All word, because that's what you accused for, right? Ain't that the shit that you paid out for? But I'm gonna give you one even better than that. Was it your lane when you was on the internet having that conversation with that 15-year-old boy and you talking about going up in him and putting things in him and giving him sex talk and talking about having sex with him? Is that your lane? That's not the lane that I'm in. That's not the lane that I'm a part of. You ain't nothing but a sexually deviant elf, boy. What's wrong with you? You an alcoholic that's a pervert that's built like Papa Smurf. Come on. You could have left this alone. You said something first or said something back. We could have left it at that. But you talking again, knowing that we got recordings of you having sex talk with a 15-year-old. He told you he was 15 years old and he wasn't gay. But you still try to push your agenda on him.
That was bad.
Leave this alone,
terrible.
man. You got too many things going on. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing on the internet that belongs to you is your titties and that bottle of Hennessy. You're sitting there on that chair with your thighs rubbing, you're sweating. The girls say you stink. Come on, man. Stop playing. Come on. Look. You ain't winning nothing.
Oh, nah, this is diabolical. Hey, you know
You
what,
pause it
you
real
guys?
quick? Yes, so they're just going tragedy for tragedy.
Yeah.
And the thing about academics getting into that game is that
A lot
like
of 'em.
his competition, Maino's tragedy is saying some shit about,
What he likes
it was crazy
in the bedroom.
but it was with a woman. It's consensual. It's legal. It's
And it's your bedroom.
it's okay.
Right,
for all
right.
intents and purposes.
Right, yeah.
But academic shit is like
It's wrong.
shit that he's liable for
Yeah.
legally. And it's all the worst shit. It's like he's touching people. He's fucking. It's
I
all
forgot
that.
about the boy thing. I remember the pool thing, the
the
pool
pool
incident.
thing.
But I forgot about the 15-year-old.
That shit was terrible.
And I remember Act kind of chilled for a minute. So he
did.
kind of went away
He
after
did.
that. I had completely forgot about that
Yeah.
shit. So after I saw this, I
Probably
said,
got banned on Xbox.
I
After that.
said, Maino's a formidable
Yeah.
opponent.
Yeah.
That's a
He's
formidable
going there
opponent
right
right
now.
now. On the mic.
I hate that entrance, though. I don't like that online talk. I hate that entrance.
He still got old nigga like
Because he's still online.
Because that's really, it's
Yeah.
really,
It's
he's
like-
not using it the way you're thinking about it. He's using it like an old head. Like
I feel it.
he doing this on the. All he needed to do was add the S to the internet.
Yeah.
You doing this on the internets?
Yeah.
You know how old niggas do like,
Pluralize that shit
you know what I'm saying?
over.
Like it was, he did it more as like an old nigga than what you're kind of referring to.
Mm-hmm. It's also weird when dudes use other dudes like sexual assault allegations against them like that.
Yeah.
Because it's mainly dudes like Maino who are kind of the first nigga to step up and be like,
we don't know the full story.
we don't know the full story.
Yeah.
Let's not demonize the nigga. Let's let it go
See
to
how it plays
trial.
out.
But you know, when it's convenient, you can throw it on act real smooth because I feel like he misrepresented both of those allegations in a certain way. Like, wasn't Akademiks' situation like it was two of his homies at the pool?
but
It
then-
wasn't Akademiks like
See, I don't
on
100%,
top of a woman, right?
I don't 100% remember, but that's the
just
thing.
off memory.
Off memory, the two friends definitely we can like demonize them, right?
Like they're like.
But the weird
main-
thing about that was like she did end up in his bed, and
Oh well, we would
say it was like
white man. I don't know if you want to Google that.
I don't know that at
I don't know
so
if you
can't
want to
put
Google
on
that.
his jacket for sure.
Yeah,
That's
don't.
crazy.
It's
All
a
I
sticky
remember-
thing to put on his jacket.
All I remember is that he was associated with it because she also ended up in his bed and said that he had her last or something along those lines. But I don't know. It was weird. Like it was weird because a lot of it,
crazy.
a bulk of it was the friends.
That's really what I remember from that situation.
I do remember him being tied into it as like the last nigga too, though, or the first.
Was,
and then
did,
that
did
happened.
court say that, or was that the
Can't remember.
narrative? You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
can't remember. That's why I'm not about to like go in on it.
To where you get jump. But correct us in the comments because y'all are creeps. But that situation, and the 15-year-old boy one was weird.
That was cut and dry.
It was
that
cut and
happened
dry
on
weird.
live.
We all heard it.
Yeah, we all heard it. Yeah, that one
That
was
was strange.
Yeah,
as
that
shit.
was strange.
Yeah. But what this has
I
actually
remember.
sparked, this is a healthy debate. Niggas is going for dirt.
Yeah, dirt for dirt. Until somebody's 6 feet under.
Even though technically Maino's isn't dirt, it's just he's a freaky ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what turns him on.
Which in the hood is dirt.
It's right. Yeah, literally though. Literally. Like, what this has actually turned into though is like academics speaking on the streets in like gangsters.
Yeah.
And even Joe, he even kind of had a position of like, he should never speak about these people. And I was like,
Even metaphorically.
I was like, what the fuck?
You don't agree?
No, I agree to a certain extent. Like when like Flacco and Akademiks, when they kind of go in on like this whole hood shit, these hood rules we're following, it's all stupid to me. You know what I mean? Like
It doesn't hold up.
It never holds
For
up.
very
Like
long.
when the gangsters get on the mics, the gangsters are never supposed to be on the mic. So the longer they're on the mic, the more their gangster thing starts falling apart.
For sure.
And the more
You know
that
what I'm
falls apart, the less we like them because that's
Right,
the
it's
whole point
like-
of
You
these
like
arguments.
him.
That whole thing to me is like, I believe gangsters should not be in podcasting at
I
all.
agree.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? Like, because it never works out for them. It always, the more they talk, is the more they're violating the first rule, it feels like, and the more their gangster thing gets holes poked in it, or they're just completely fucking idiots and say all the truth.
Yep.
And then they're in jail.
And then they're
you
in
know what I'm
jail.
saying? So it's like,
There's
there's
just
only,
have to be
There's
way
only
more-
one way to do it. Like how, the mob dude whose video we watched?
right, we statute of limitation.
You're 60 years
well, he
old.
signed a deal, like he ratted.
He did that.
So he has like the rat apps, he can't be charged for
he
that
signed
shit.
a certificate to speak.
Yeah, there's only one way to do it, and it's either have done the time for it or be okay with the rat jacket.
Yeah.
Which a lot of them aren't okay with the rat
Or be
jacket.
more tactful in your
because they're
speech
still
too.
active. But
You could just be more tactful in your speech and what you actually putting out there.
I don't think they can.
A little bit. I mean,
I think Tax Stone.
What about
was the
Tax Stone? I
I
was about
think
to say,
Tax
he-
Stone was the closest, but
he did
he's
that.
in jail.
Yeah, he ended up
That's what
doing
I'm saying.
real
It
shit.
was,
though.
too, it was too real. So that means it was too real.
Exactly.
It felt at the time, I think because I was blinded as a fan, I thought it was okay. But now when I think about, and I also have never looked at Ben Baller the same. When I think about him being on the run, still recording podcasts, and then a week after the shooting,
That's
goes
funny.
to Ben Baller, and Ben Baller says on the podcast, I heard you had like a little situation like
Yeah,
in New
fucking
York.
Plaza. Yeah.
Like fresh
Yeah,
after a nigga
yeah.
died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, man, Ben Baller is
They
the
still
type,
IDing the body.
that's
Yeah.
not the type of person I don't want to talk to a nigga like that.
So what about
Like,
the gangsters that are no longer gangsters, but they just potted? Like
That's the only way.
They still
That is the
gangster. They still
safest.
gangster in essence, but it's like I'm not out here doing shit no more.
Like,
wouldn't
they're
you
just
say
talking
it's kind of
old
like would you kind of say like these niggas kind of like that?
And in the same way that like Paul Pierce is an NBA player in essence, but
They're
he's
not,
not
like,
doing it
active
no
for
more. But
real.
he can still talk that shit.
Well,
because they're not like active.
Okay,
right?
well, I never
Nah,
I never saw Fabulous like portray a gangster.
Right.
So I'm taking him out of it. Jim Jones still gets activated on gangster shit. Remember, he just did that thing. Like Jim Jones,
Like
for sure.
fights though.
Fights, run-ins. Like he was talking about academics. I was trying to catch you at just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
His legs are crooked because they spill out blood.
I don't know as much about Maino, but that's honestly because I don't follow Maino.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
he still might be like subliminally dissing niggas or taking shots at niggas too. I just don't know. But it seems like the way people are talking about it now, it feels like he's active. It feels like he still moves like an active nigga in the streets.
Or like the button isn't that far away.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I can go in and out of
Even
this
if
shit.
he's the cleanest, it's like he might be the one funding it. You know what I mean? So they're still too close. And then even Akademiks, what he was saying in his little thing when he was saying like, I would be able to big y'all podcast up if y'all were giving old head advice, but you don't give old head advice. They speak on it like active members still.
Yeah.
Like they speak on street things like active members.
Yo, I
unlike,
saw somebody in the
unlike
comment-
Cam and Mace. He was like, it's obviously they've elevated and grown up.
Right.
He
Yeah.
said,
Right.
This podcast does not
Yeah.
speak in that tone.
They even Cam and Mace, they dress more adult, more mature.
Exactly.
That's part
The
of
only
his
thing
thing.
that's immature about them is the pause thing.
Yeah. Right.
But
Yeah.
I'd even saw somebody comment under the Jim Jones podcast. They was like, this shit should be called Teen Year Citizens.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And Jim Jones makes a great case for that.
So Mona went in. Mona had a lot to say. But Mona's had a lot to say about not Jim Jones, about Akademiks before.
yeah.
She doesn't like Akademiks. But she doesn't like non-street niggas speaking on the streets.
Yeah.
A lot of
she
people
could
don't.
never like Academics.
Exactly. She can never like them. A lot of people don't like it. Most of the people at the Joe Budden podcast don't
Yeah.
like. That's a theme at the Joe Budden podcast. I just don't believe that's right. I don't believe that's right.
What do you think is like at the essence of that argument? What is wrong? Because the thing is, it's like
The essence of
I
the-
think just to defend that point real quick, they say that him talking and not being a part of it is not only is it not fair, he doesn't
Or
even
ever been a part of
understand
it.
not ever a part of it.
Yeah.
He
Or
doesn't
ever
even understand the consequences of some of the shit he's saying. Because there's people who are actually dying out here over this shit, and he's talking about it on YouTube or speaking on things in a manner. And you know, Akademiks, he puts the theatrics on it.
For sure.
It's not like he's just like a nerd reporting on the news. Like he puts the bravado so it comes across even worse.
This is the
You're
thing.
playing with it and it's having real world implications.
The people that are playing in it in the streets know they have real world implications too. You know what I mean? Like it's like, are we supposed to coddle gangsters? Are we supposed to coddle grown men in the streets? I don't believe that.
We're not supposed to
Are
coddle.
we supposed to coddle them with our commentary?
No.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like, and if you're in broadcasting, I feel like you can speak on any topic. Now, I do believe, and for myself, there's limitations, right?
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to speak on a nigga who just died and just cover the dead body before it's cold. You know? And I also think it's OD to do a Trap Lord Ross and literally just like his last recent video, NBA YoungBoy and his 19 murders.
I didn't even know he had him.
That's OD for me. I didn't even know that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's too much. I think he's okay to do it too, but I think it's OD. But I think that it comes with more severe consequences.
Yeah.
Depending on how far you go. But I also think if I'm recovering it in a respectful way, like if I'm covering it in a respectful way, calling out the bullshit, calling out the hypocrisy, and you also got to remember a lot of the times when these things are being put together, it's the active people putting the information on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the time, like they be pulling from the
God damn, you all right, bro?
Fucking answer.
y'all know what I'm saying.
I know what
but,
you're saying. But Akademiks makes it hot.
He does.
Some of these stories wouldn't be mainstream stories if they don't get picked up by the major media publications. So he is amplifying people's drama, and in a lot of ways that can make the situation 10 times worse because they was just dealing with some dangerous shit on their own. Now the fucking internet's perspective is in on it. That only seeks to like sow flames.
And the part of it that annoys me
and
too.
he's not a part of it.
Yeah.
He's not a part of it. That's like you watching a boxing match and you throwing bananas in the ring so like niggas slip. Like win or lose, nothing happens to you. But these niggas in there actually getting fucked up. So why even like put your hat in there?
Because it's something that people want to see. And as a journalist, I see this information and I want to put a story out about it.
That's not a good enough excuse.
The story stuff.
People want to see
me just covering the story isn't good enough. I feel like that's a good enough excuse.
No, I think people wanting to see it is not a good enough
Covering
excuse.
the story is fine though.
Yeah. Well, but then he was also saying, didn't you kind of say, which other people have said too, where it's like you talking about it amplifies it?
Mm-hmm.
But they gave it to me. I don't know none of this without them telling me.
Yes, but when you get it, you have a different responsibility because you have the power. You metaphorically academics.
Right, I know what you mean.
You have the power
The people
to
who
amplify
cover these
it.
things.
Yeah, like a lot of like there's local bullshit that kind of goes viral around here,
Right,
and you know
right.
it just happens. But if Akademiks just so happens to see that this is interesting enough to make a
warning
video,
919,
like yo,
right.
niggas is wilding and carry.
Right.
Then the situation only gets worse. It can only get worse.
I think covering the story is okay. I think it's just the way in which Akademiks himself does it why people get pissed off, like his hyperbolic nature, and also because
I think they're on some. You're not even qualified though.
Yeah, you're not even qualified,
Like,
but that's
Akademiks
gonna
might be,
add on to it too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just what you're saying, also how you're saying. Because if it was just a studious report of the news, nobody really give that much of
Like
a fuck.
Akademiks might not be qualified, right? Because he has no criminal record. Let's say I'm qualified. I've done white and blue collar crime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been involved in like violent crimes, but I've done like I've sold substances. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my game.
And even you don't be getting on here talking that shit.
So does that make me qualified now?
You more qualified than that? Because
I feel like they would say that. I feel like a gangster would say I'm not qualified though.
So it'd be weird.
Depends on how you're
It'd be
speaking.
weird to
You know
talk.
what I'm saying?
It'd be weird to have a basketball podcast. And I'm not saying that Akademiks is all that, but it'd be
Right.
weird to have a basketball podcast.
It's
if you
hard for
never
him,
hooped.
it's hard for us to use him just because of how he does things because he has a Warren Chirac. So I'm trying to also
So
just
his
like
record is everywhere.
his record is kind of fucked in terms of like gangster topics. You know what I'm saying?
Because like we're using the worst thing from like the beginning of his career.
But I am just trying to cover somebody like Poetic Flacco. You know, he could be, but he's lumped into Akademiks too. But
Yeah, he's
or
under the
somebody
same-
just like me or anybody else. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
It is weird, and of course that's the low hanging fruit to where it's like you don't come from this, so you shouldn't be this. And
Right.
for a lot of niggas, that's just enough for them to not even think past that. But there's multiple reasons why action.
But that's what you got to think about it too, AJ. It's also because it's not just him reporting. It's also because he challenges the street a lot. It's challenging the street as well, like saying like y'all niggas not gonna do nothing, like doing shit like that all the time, knowing that you're doing like you're playing these sort of games to avoid it and not be a part of it. Like
I don't know how much he does that now. I know that was definitely Warren Chirac, but I don't know how much he's doing that.
I mean,
now,
he even did that against like when when it was Meek or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll play the politics as if like he'll play the tough guy within that
with
whole
them.
shit,
Yeah,
and with
yeah,
with street niggas and like y'all niggas ain't gonna do it. The streets, like that's cool and all, but like. You're not the guy to really.
You're not the guy to do that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I think that's where people get really pissed
What if
off.
I
at it
was a
too.
guy? I've spent 5 hours in jail. I'm genuinely trying to figure out because I really believe that Akademiks is like the worst example to have this who can speak on street shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like maybe
And
I
street
might be
shit is also vague because it's,
vague,
like
yeah.
Right, it
what are we
is,
talking
yeah.
about? Like gang politics.
like I've cleared felonies from my record. I've done 5 hours in jail. All this is light work to a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't even got
But-
to your speeding tickets yet.
That's what I'm saying. But like I'm there. I have a mugshot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that qualify me now? To start covering this shit? And if I believe, sound like this nigga keeps posting about and all these murders and shit and seem like he co-signing it, I think he should do life. Fuck him. That's too far, right? I think that would be too far.
Well, I mean,
And I don't think that'd be
maybe-
wrong to say that. I don't think that'd be right to say that I'm going too far.
So you selling your Reggie back in the day does qualify you for a certain level of street talkery.
Right.
You do get like it's a certain perk and you're a lot above Akademiks. But the thing is, like, even with that example you just gave,
Yeah.
like, would you say that
Like,
nigga should
say-
have
like,
life
say,
because
say I'm covering somebody who's suspected of like killing five people.
yeah.
And it's looking like he really did. And I'm like, and I say, if he did it, fuck him. He should get double life.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Now
I think there would be something wrong with
there's
that.
nothing
though.
wrong with that, but the
Nothing wrong
thing
with
is, like, Akademiks doesn't know anybody in his personal life who's faced double life. So there's like
I was blessed up until this year to not know any friends who have died from gun violence.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went 34 years without that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's a blessing.
Yep.
It is.
Most
That's
people
a
don't
blessing.
make it to 14 and they've known multiple people that died of gun violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mine just happened recently. You know what I mean? Like,
And you don't have, and RP to him, you don't have to have a nigga that you know.
but I get why you brought it up too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why you brought that up too. It's like, it's this weird ass thing that it's a never ending battle. These niggas have to pick. Like, these gangsters have to tell us what the rules are. If everything's a problem, tell us what qualifies it.
But I think this is even deeper than gangster. I think this is just human because it's like anytime somebody's called out for something, a lot of people's first defense, if they're defensive, is to like go to the person that's calling them out and be like, well, what the fuck did you do wrong?
Yeah.
That's just basic human nature. Like even what's going on with Chris Paul. Like apparently he's been in the locker room talking shit, but they like, Chris Paul, you're not Chris Paul no more. Why the fuck are you talking like you a mega all-star?
Right.
That shit don't fly the same.
Right.
Humans don't like it when we feel like the messenger isn't qualified. That's just at a basis of any level. So it's gangster shit. It could be basketball. It could be fucking cooking.
Right.
That's true.
So I guess the only ones that we can have are the ones. This is the trick bag. This is how sick the trick bag is. The ones who are qualified to speak on it, you probably look at them like clowns because they're gangsters on mics talking, and they're talking too much, which is making their gangster fall apart.
Yeah.
So it's like the ones that can speak on it can't speak for long because their gangster crumbles apart the more they speak.
Exactly, because trying to
so nobody
merge,
should speak on it.
trying to merge,
or you let anybody speak on it.
which is fucking dangerous because
but it is our reality today.
I think when you speak on it, you're supposed to speak the way that they want you to. If I'm gonna think about it, is they want you to speak. If you're gonna speak on the streets, you speak on the streets with a layer of respect to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no respect given in the conversation.
I don't think that you're right.
That's what I think they're gonna say.
You're right.
There's a kid.
And I think that we shouldn't have to respect street violence.
No,
I don't think we should have to. I don't think we should have to. I don't think the average person should have to respect the street.
No.
We don't,
and that's not what.
And we also don't have to respect your opinion on gang violence.
And I don't think we should.
Which is what's happening.
And I don't want to say gang violence. I'm just going to say the streets.
Streets and whatever.
And I don't think we need to respect the street violence or all that stuff either.
Right.
I'm saying that like, but on a human level, if we're going to talk about the shit a certain way, we got to talk about it a certain way.
Because there's a lot of things in the streets. Like they definitely want that respect. Because you are in the streets, and that is something that you had to do and survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then also, that means there's a certain level of glorification and there's a certain level of respect that you're putting on bad things, whether it be selling drugs that kill people, violence, and things of that nature, extortion, whatever.
But you're leaving out the part of you're leaving out the part of the circumstance that a person is brought up into. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain respect for that as well, like just being birthed into a circumstance where shit is happening around you and you have to find a means to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like some of that is just how you end up. You know what I'm saying?
You literally didn't have a choice.
You didn't have even a fucking choice.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
It also doesn't justify bullshit.
It doesn't justify bullshit, but I'm not trying to justify bullshit. But you can get caught up in a lot of things. You've been caught up in shit just by being around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you can get caught up in so many things.
I do understand that, and I agree with that, but let's keep in mind also, these are all millionaires that we're talking about.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Now, if we were covering the story about the nigga like just down the block, you know what I'm saying? And like he doesn't have the other way. That's different. That's different. I think there is a level of respect.
And I think it's fair if it's just niggas who are doing fuck shit that should be out of the game. Talk all about these niggas. Fuck them.
Right. Yeah, right.
Because what the fuck are you doing this for?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like when you are a couple, even if you're we don't know how much money you have. Let's just say you're all millionaires. You know what I'm saying? But just the fact that it looks like you're a millionaire and you're moving like you're a millionaire, but you're still pushing that. Now it's like
those two don't go together.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of things that just like fucking don't add up. Because the gangster, you know, when he does make it to that level, it's supposed to be all the way hands off with it, or just in turn. You're not supposed to be in front of the camera. I mean, that's you're not supposed to be
trying to merge gangster and podcast is like mixing fire and ice.
Like you're trying to just go legit.
They
you know
literally don't.
The whole point is to go legit.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like the whole point.
And be
you
square.
did it. You did it because you had to, but it's like now we go legit. You raise your child in an environment that they don't have to do what you got to do.
They don't even know what you did to get us in this cul-de-sac.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's the point. But then you're also still caring if you're being labeled as a snitch and things of that nature. You know, like, and all these things matter to you. And it's...
And we are lumping a bunch of people
We're
into one thing.
lumping so much shit.
Because it's like
yeah.
Maino is Maino, and then, you know,
Right.
this nigga's that nigga. But
yeah, and I'm lumping all these niggas together. I'm just
It
lumping
makes it easier.
the general conversation of people being offended at non-street people, non-street
academics.
affiliated people ever talking about it. And then, like I said, I still do think there's levels to shit. Like, I think it's OD to clown somebody in a position to where they don't have any other option.
Yeah.
I think it's OD to just make a YouTube title that just says, and let me tell you about NBA YoungBoy's 19 bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they like, I think there's certain levels of just like ridiculousness.
What was Mona's reason for hating Ak over it?
It was, he's never been in the streets and he's never been a part of the streets, and I don't think he's qualified for it. And I do think he's a clown. I've also heard he's got a little dick. You know what I mean? Like, she had the
out the way.
She had the good jokes like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But like really her base of it was what a lot of the other street niggas have said, which is if you're not a part of it and been a part or ever been a part of it, then you're not qualified to speak on it. And I think that's a wrong position to take. I think that's wrong. Joe was saying something along the lines of he should never be speaking on these people because we've seen them do things to people. I think Joe was thinking more of
Safety and shit like that.
Of a safety side
Yeah.
where like, okay, these people are actually real.
he's trying to like reduce conflict.
Yeah,
of
like
just
that.
Right,
shit.
like it's like, okay, you could talk about these people, but these people, and it's never the person. You never have to worry about the person. The person
the
on
people
camera is
around them.
it's always
Yeah.
the people around them. It's the people that are affiliated with them. Those are always the worry that you technically have. You know what I mean?
Which is why Akademiks talking so playfully about some shit he's not a part of hits even harder, because it's those people who are actually getting worried about. While
But
this
I
nigga's
think-
just spouting all freely.
I think Akademiks has always framed his life in preparation for that. Because I remember Akademiks saying that when he was going back and forth with like Meek Mill, when they were really going back and forth disrespecting each other like openly, he thought Meek Mill in the Dream Chasers with the proven track record, he was like, I have to prepare for my life to be taken beefing with this person. Like, so that being the first person that was on a street level that Akademiks has beef with and taking it that far, like he hasn't taken it that far to where they had crews clash.
It's the real niggas outside the crib.
In terms of taking his protection that seriously, he's been fortified with the Meek Mill beef.
Yeah.
So I feel like he shouldn't have any other worry because it's like, he does the things to protect himself against these people. You know what I mean? Like,
Which makes it even cornier.
which kind of makes it makes it the right thing to do.
Well, it's smart because you're
smart,
protecting
rather.
yourself.
Right, it's not
but
stupid.
it's also like I'm talking shit and I got bodyguards.
Yeah, because having bodyguards at a certain point is never stupid.
Yeah.
It's just like
It never is.
Because and that's
So
a little
why
bit
talk shit?
and that's a little bit of that street because sometimes the truth is talking shit. Like there's sometimes like if I want to be authentic, it's not going to be flattery all the time. You know what I mean? Like
It's not going to be flattery, but he makes it gangster when he talks about it.
because of his bravado,
And that's why it comes
you know what I'm
across the
saying?
way it does.
That's
It's
what I
like
was
he can't be mad that people have this conception based off how he's presenting himself.
But people have threatened violence on us, and we haven't done that.
Well, because niggas threaten violence sometimes, but not at nowhere near the rate with Akademiks.
Right. I would say that. I would also probably say
And that's just scale
that's
too.
just because we don't talk about as many gangsters. But I feel like all the gangsters that I'm putting gangsters in parentheses. All the gangsters that we have talked about, they've all threatened violence on us.
That nigga ain't no gangster.
He's not.
He don't
He
count.
might not be, but
Was it violence or was it just?
maybe mark that.
Was it real violence?
Maybe mark
Got you.
that.
Yeah.
Mark
That felt kind of crazy.
We might get another.
Because that's OD to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying?
But
I knew he was talking about us when he said, when I see them niggas that getting punched in their face, I knew who he was talking about.
But do you know why?
I knew he was talking to me.
Yeah.
I knew it.
But do you know
Like,
why you knew that? Because of the life you've lived.
And exactly, because I've been punched in the face before. So I know when a nigga is threatening punching me in the face.
And people
And that's
have the
another thing,
conception
too.
that Akademiks hasn't had that experience.
Oh, I'm sure he hasn't.
You can always tell a nigga who's never been punched in the face. And I think that might be the biggest determining factor, even though that is such a conversation, that is such a loose criteria
Yeah.
of acceptance. But I can personally always tell when somebody's been punched in the face. I feel like you can tell everybody can tell I've been punched in the face. Like you speak a certain way when you've been punched in the face, and you speak a certain way when you've never been punched in the face. Nick, if you've never had your shit pushed in for real, you just talk different.
Yeah,
and it's normally more ridiculous because the ones who do it, we know when we're crossing that line, and we're comfortable with crossing that line. We don't cross that line on accident.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't say the thing that can get you punched in the face
because we know it can get there.
Because we know it can get
there.
But when we say it,
it's like I'm cool with whatever the repercussions are.
We mean it. Yeah. I'm okay to take it everywhere it needs to go.
Not only that, I feel like a lot of niggas have never even like accidentally pissed a nigga off to know what that line is.
Yeah,
you know,
that
where it's like you fuck around and get yourself.
Sometimes you don't know you made it there.
Like, oh fuck, I wasn't even trying to go there.
And it's like having that as the rule. I think some people will believe that's still not a good rule. That's still not a good. I think that's a good barometer, though.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that's a decent barometer. But that's such a wild barometer.
It's a decent barometer, but it can get a little faulty because sometimes the nigga who hasn't been punched in the face says the craziest shit.
Yeah.
But
the nigga who has been punched in the face.
Yeah. No, the nigga who hasn't.
Oh yeah, they normally do say the crazy.
They said the crazy.
Oh, I thought you said it backwards at first.
No. But still sticking to your point, sometimes the nigga who gets punched in the face all the time, they say the craziest shit and they just don't care.
Those are just loose cannons.
Oh, you had said the craziest shit up until the line, and that's what I was hearing in my head.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, those niggas are just loose cannons.
Yeah, they're just loose cannons to where it's like anything could happen to me. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a big discussion that needs to happen because I'm kind of sick of it too. Even though I'm not being lumped in with the lame niggas, like with the bad track record, and I don't do it either. I don't get up here and be like, okay, this person's beefing and shit like that. I don't cover New York beef like Max B and Jim Jones, like because I genuinely don't give a fuck. Even though so many people care, so many people care. Like Max B is out, Jim Jones is out. Max B dissed them on.
That beef was crazy.
It's legendary beef, but it's still covering beef, though. You know what I'm saying? It's still covering a street level of thing. You know, like I personally don't give a fuck about it, but if I did start giving a fuck about it and covering it, would I automatically be lumped in with these niggas? Because I don't think I should be, but I also think I should be able to like say a fraction of what they say too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but you would talk about it differently than Akademiks does.
I probably would.
It just boils down to
that's what I keep
saying. It would just come
Yeah.
off naturally.
Yeah,
come off differently.
That's for a reason.
Yeah.
It's because of the experience.
Yeah.
It all boils down to that shit.
What did Ak say about Mona?
Axe never said anything about Mona.
He didn't reply to this?
He didn't reply yet?
Not yet. No, that should be coming probably today or tomorrow. But the Akademiks TV page is starting to pull up.
Repost and shit.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're gearing up for the Mona slander. Like,
Gotcha.
You remember the closer thing that happened?
Yeah.
Just look how this is framed. Joe Budden's 45-year-old Caucasian co-host. I was confused for a second when I read that.
Because
I was like, who are they
you were
talking
taking him
about?
serious.
I took it serious and I said, oh, this is a diss. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
like,
call me white
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
They called her white girl.
So yeah, they're gearing up, you know. So obviously the Akademiks TV page is gearing up to start slandering. I'm sure he'll say something. She said something about him before when she was interviewing, when Sharp was interviewing her on No Jumper. Actually, that video started.
It was probably along the same lines. So the nigga just be talking shit and he don't be doing nothing.
And he's not from about this. He's not, and these niggas shouldn't be speaking. Same thing a lot of the men say. So
I am kind of worried for Mona though. I'm not gonna lie.
You think so?
Because I feel like if Akademiks just decides to go in, there's like a lot of like.
It's gonna be this is gonna be.
He has some ammunition.
What is
there's some unfavorable pictures and
how different is this gonna be from Ak going at Rory when Rory's on Joe Budden compared to Ak going at Mona? Where does Joe's stance lie within that now?
Well,
to be clear, when she was going in, Joe was with her.
Yeah, so his loyalty should be.
He's already chosen in this conversation. Joe has chosen that side.
Okay,
it's gonna be the
Mona side.
He didn't choose a side at all last time.
Correct. He stood out.
He stood out.
He stood out of it.
Yeah.
So in this moment, if Ak goes in though,
this is too close to home.
I would want to see how he responds.
And I think Ak is gonna go in. I think
he might
like,
take it there.
With Rory is different because he's a dude, and like Ak can get disrespectful.
Yeah. Right.
But I feel like when he's talking about a woman, it's just gonna get to a point where it's like, God damn, nigga, what the fuck did she say? I feel like he is just as disrespectful with the niggas, man. I don't know. I think
think it just
He does.
sounds worse because it's a woman.
It always sounds worse.
But you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the nigga talk just as crazy about the niggas too. You know what I'm saying? As
He does, but niggas
It just hits
It's
different.
more dismissive with the women because
it
there's
just hits different
no
when you
threat.
tell a nigga like "fuck you bitch ass nigga" to like "fuck you whore." You know what I'm saying? Like
Even
it
that
just-
hurt. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it just comes out like
Why you
it's-
call it that, AJ?
One just sounds just a lot harsher, even though I think they weigh the same. Actually, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, academics bitch ass nigga don't matter. Yeah. Like there's no like slap that's coming behind that.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna wonder. 'Cause I think he's definitely gonna respond. What level and how deep he goes, he might play it on some Joe Get Your Girl first.
Yeah.
He might play it on that
Mhm.
first. I think that's a possibility.
And I think that's because he knows his own nature. So
Right.
whereas like if I like just like take my leash off, I might not come back.
Exactly. So I do think that's a pretty decent possibility that he'll go relax. But Mona is a strong speaker. You know what I'm saying?
She might not even need
So,
help.
Yeah.
Not only is she no, I'm saying one, she might not need help, but two, she's a strong speaker to where I can't go easy. I won't even give Joe that respect of waiting.
Right.
Because no. When I heard that nigga speaking, she knew what she was saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like you're
And
not
he's never
training
said-
a newbie. You know, even though you are, this nigga is speaking way too powerfully, thinking she can cook me like this, and
Yeah.
she won't get it too.
There's a different emotional attachment. Like Academics hasn't said anything about her before, right?
Not that I know of, no.
Yeah, nothing that's like obviously disrespectful.
So the new
fact
time
that
it happens.
the fact that she already doesn't like him, and now
And we have history because he's gonna see that now.
and he's giving her a reason because if
Yeah.
he does go out and pop some shit to where it's like, oh, this nigga said my fucking name.
Yeah, because
now I can really go in.
Yeah, because not only is this not the first time, even if this is the first time he's really on the radar, she's gonna be like, oh, he gonna be like, in the research, what the fuck? Like, you talking shit about me back then too, to the sharp nigga.
Yeah.
Like,
And
now I really don't
the
have
fact it's the sharp nigga
Yeah,
is
you know
gonna
what
make
I'm
it even
saying?
more of a thing. So yeah. You know, RP Mona's wigs and lace fronts, because I feel like Academics gonna have a funeral for them shits.
I do also feel like she's a good. I do feel like she's a strong orator. So I do think she's funny enough to where the jokes can kill. You know what I'm
she's
saying?
funny. Yeah, she's funny.
They were saying that they're worried about her because they don't feel like she fared well with the Tony the Closer thing, like being on the phone with him and shit like that.
Well, she got exposed.
Right.
That wasn't
I
like
do-
a public display. Like he was fucking recording the phone.
But I do
call.
think she's funny enough to where, sometimes when the funny is too good, like
Mhm.
it doesn't matter how many facts you have to cook me with,
I'm laughing. I didn't hear them.
yeah,
I'm busy.
sometimes that just
Yeah.
they really don't fucking matter what you say, nigga.
Like you taught me something, but she's making me have a good time. Like,
Yeah,
this is
so
better.
it's like whatever, nigga. Like I hear you, but nigga,
Mm-hmm.
she's rebranded your name now to something.
And then she gets like a catchy new nickname for this
Oh
nigga that we
man,
can
you know
just
what I'm
run with.
saying? A lot of that
A
can
debt dash or some shit.
that can work wonders.
Yeah,
man.
another
that can
debt
really
dash.
work wonders, bro. So
Rebrand the nigga
we
on
gonna
home
see.
marketing.
We really gonna see then how this goes.
For
sure.
It's probably gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm expecting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
We'll be
too.
here for it too,
Yeah,
shit.
because that's gonna get. I know that'll get ugly. and
Yeah.
nasty. So
We might have to take our time with that shit.
yeah, so I'm excited.
Say fingers crossed.
Right. Do you want to just end? I think we should just end. Just save these office hours.
Just end. Yeah, we shouldn't
Let's do
even
the
have
audio
a lot.
office hours just because leaks is from last week.
Bet.
I'll knock the audio ones out just because some of them are old and I want to make sure we get those done. Those can't last another week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, they get old. Old too fast. But since this nigga's not here, office hours is that segment of the show.
Oh yeah, that.
Where, we get into what y'all really want to get into. We choose a whole note full of shit that we think y'all would want to talk about. This is your opportunity to really let us know. Hashtag office hours, comments, DMs, all of that. Just don't do it on the live chat because we won't be able to see that shit. Switch over to the comment section. Lauren, you got any office hours?
What's the name of the damn? Oh, Roadcaster. That's
Nah.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like all my questions been answered. this week.
Yeah. Hashtag office hours. Why doesn't everybody in this room act like I do?
We're not
I'm
all
playing.
Jamaican,
I'm playing.
and I think that plays a big part of this.
I do believe that makes sense.
I think that you are
because
disgraced
it's honestly disrespectful to your culture,
to your whole shit.
And he's a large representative. He's one of the biggest representatives.
It goes Bob Marley.
So I can
Chill
feel
out.
that.
Academics.
Yeah, cut that
And
out.
Vibes Cartel.
Cut that out. Do not
Then
put
Vibes.
Yeah.
Ak is number 2.
Shit.
Right behind Bob.
That's crazy.
The only reason Bob
That's
number one is
crazy.
because he
Y'all
still
get
got
that shit
the
outta here.
papers and the shit in the
He's
smoke
got,
shop.
he's got music. You can't beat music.
He got music and merchandise.
Yeah.
It's
I was
over.
listening to Bob 2 days ago, man.
You know, I am thinking too, like, why don't I hate Akademiks? Because he just does so many things that are.
I liked Akademiks for a long time.
That's what it is.
I don't think I normally hate
that's
people
what it is.
until.
I think that's where it comes from.
I liked Akademiks for a long time.
Yeah, I think I don't normally hate them until it comes my way.
Yeah.
And then now I can start hating.
But with Lauren, I think it is because I don't want to say you was a fan, but you definitely fucked with him.
I watched his content a lot.
You fucked with
I watched
him.
a lot of years of Akademiks.
I watched a lot of Akademiks.
He's disgraced you. And
Yeah,
so
it just never stopped. I just kept being the person who's just like
Kept
fighting
giving
for him,
passes.
and
Yeah.
like, not fighting for him, but like saying like
Explaining.
just saying the objective part of it. Like y'all forgetting the objective things in which he's saying because of who it is. Like I'm just fighting for all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it got to the point where he didn't give you anything to fight for.
Yeah, it was just too much, man.
Yeah.
Nothing. You was alone in this.
All right. This is Mike Lowry, audio office hours.
Yo, so I got a question, 2 questions, but I'm gonna preface it with this, y'all. Y'all have definitely put me on a lot of stuff that I would not listen to or would not be aware of because of you guys' acumen in, you know, the podcast game and dexterity within different genres. Now, I'm gonna ask the messy question first, and you don't want to answer it. Don't answer it, but y'all came out with that episode last week. So, boom. Can y'all get into the struggles of being a good podcaster when at the same time, or a content creator at the same time, having to balance your real life and sometimes your real life not giving you the opportunity to be as good as a content creator, being that y'all got into all of that. And goddamn, I'm going too long and I'm a little fried, so
sound fried.
Just skip me if y'all want to get to it, but y'all should get to it, man. Shout out to y'all boys.
Must say he lost his voice like 15
right,
seconds
yeah.
into that clip.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying no more. But the struggles of balancing being a good podcaster with being a good human.
I guess with like work-life balance. and
Yo.
stuff.
That's what it kind of more.
That's
felt
what it
like.
is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't answer it, but y'all came out with that episode last week, so boom.
That was fun.
That was
Can y'all get into the struggles of being a good podcaster when at the same time, or a content creator at the same time, having to balance your real life and sometimes your real life not giving you the opportunity?
It's 2 different questions he's asking right there. So one is what is the struggle of being a good podcaster? Then the other one was the struggle of being a content creator, because they're 2 very different things. Because if you're just podcasting, it's a form of content creation, but it is one thing though. Content creating, that's like, you know, that's multiple things, you know, like that's.
I think he did that.
I think he's lumping them together.
Yeah, I don't think he did it on
I think he's
purpose.
using them
Gotcha.
synonymously.
Yeah, he's using them synonymously.
Gotcha.
And just balancing being a
Because
good
he's saying as
podcaster
podcasters, this is content creation.
with a regular life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably different for all of us because we're at different points and times in our life.
For sure.
Like I'm 26 and my work-life balance is shitty on purpose. Like we're doing what we do to the degree that we do it because we know we can do it right now. Like when I'm 35, I can't be getting 5 hours of sleep after like maybe recording a podcast, doing some stand-up, hosting a live. Like that's not a real that's not a real thing no more. But I can do that with no issue right now. So it's like struggle is a weird word because it's like once you get used to it, nigga, that's just how it is.
Mine is time.
Yeah.
Mine is time. The fact that there are too many hours being spent in the day at a job.
Yeah.
When I could be doing something else. When I could be helping. When I could be doing something else in terms of creating content. Now, there's also another thing where I'll say that me and Lauren was just talking about this earlier, where I had a job before where I had more time to myself and less hours where I was able to put into the office, and I wasn't using it effectively. I didn't use my time effectively.
That's how it be though.
It never adds up.
Yeah.
And then I'll also say that maybe I had a weaker direction too at that time period. I'll probably say that too, which made it easier to not use that time as effectively.
Yeah, because you didn't have that many goals.
I feel like my goal now and my mission now is I see it so clear, like especially with just doing the podcast, continue to get better with the podcast, but then just even doing some of these solo videos, like people seem to like the solo videos. Flacco's calling me like, okay, nigga, we hit 70,000. It's time to drop 2 a day. I'm like, nigga, I have to work still. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that takes time.
You get to just do it. You know what I'm saying? And he's taught me ways to streamline it as quick as possible. But then but it's still different. Like, I still go from work for these 10 hours throughout the day and have to just like decompress from work and then re-energize my brain to the top of like the energy to give a good performance on camera and get the thought. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not easy, bro.
That's why niggas be drinking these 5-hour energies, dog.
And I'm not even just talking like physical body tired. I'm talking just like the mental. Like
that's how I get my mental though. If I get caffeine, then I can wake my brain back up to get into the spirit to do this shit. It doesn't always add
up for me.
I feel it.
Yeah,
and that's just it's a delicate balance because even with me and this nigga, we had the same schedule. We do the same shit. Like. Monday we're doing stand-up. Tuesday we're probably doing stand-up. Wednesday we're hosting a show. And then Thursday we're streaming. And that's just in case like something here doesn't happen to where it's like, okay, niggas gotta do live on Tuesday for homeroom to rearrange shit. We go on Thursdays before we stream here on Thursday, we do TDS radio. And then on Friday we might be off, but we might have a show. It really depends.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of shit. And then through all that, we're working trying to find time to get these links and get the notes right and all that shit. Sleep, maybe eat some food.
It's time, man.
Well, time is a big thing,
It's time. Time is the killer with the real life part.
Yeah, because there's so many other parts of real life that matter as well. You know what I mean?
Doctor's appointments.
There's so many things
I have to go to the DMV, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
my license expired 2 months ago.
Yeah, like my every 6 months, my dental cleaning. You know, like. Things that I'll probably have to take off of work for. You know what I'm saying? So
to really get it done.
To get it done, because it's during business hours that I'm at work, you know? So it's, and then you get off weekends, and then, okay, I've had a long week. Friday night, can't do nothing. I can try my hardest.
Yeah, niggas tired.
And sometimes I do get it done, especially if I've had a light day at work. I'm good. I ain't really done shit today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can come home and bang out an edit or something like that, or make some new content. I said on Saturday, all right, how do I organize my Saturday? That's the first day to myself. Maybe I should just try to like do the Sunday cleaning early.
Yeah.
So that like
do that shit 24 hours.
At least the laundry is done. Might not be folded. It might be a large pile of clean clothes, but at least there's clean clothes for next week.
I don't fold clothes.
You know what I'm saying?
They just be
like
clean in the pile.
Knock that shit out. Clean the kitchen up, sweep, maybe hit the bathrooms, you know, like do all that. That takes a couple hours. And then handle some official business and then start putting podcast topics together. It's like
it's a lot of life that happens, bro.
Because our Sundays are gone. Our Sundays were spent here.
Yeah, Sunday's already done. Yeah,
so it's like we get one full day to ourselves, depending on our schedule.
And that's not enough time.
It's not easy.
But you know, niggas not complaining. You asked.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need to
shut up, Mike Larry.
Now I need to go
find your voice, nigga.
Okay, now I'm going to.
That's funny.
Okay. Nuso office hours.
All the way from the Netherlands.
This was actually during the live, so I probably should have played it during the live. Sorry. All right, I'm going to play it.
Yo, guys. It's been a while since I dropped the office hours with the voice memo. It's not going to be really an office hours, but more just an update. So, yeah, I finally got like my own place after like 6 years of looking, because in the Netherlands, yeah, it's fucked with the housing crisis. So like, even if you have like a good job, get paid, you still cannot get anything if you're either too young or you don't make like 4 times the rent amount or more. It's fucking insane. But yeah, so
this how it is here though.
Just an update, because I know most of you are already moved out from when you were like early 20s, right? Or some shit like that. I don't fully remember. So, but yeah, peace.
Yeah, congratulations, nigga.
Brother.
That shit sounds horrible.
Yeah,
Housing crisis.
Congrats on the W, man.
Yeah, congrats on the spot.
Yeah.
I got kicked out at 19, so I've been out almost since 19.
Did you do anything to get kicked out? Or
I was lying about going to college. So like I went to college for my entire first year, then my sophomore year, which was really I did horrible on my placement test. I went to community college, y'all. I did horrible on my placement test, so I was just taking the remedial retarded classes.
Yeah,
I was
barely getting by.
I was essentially retaking the high school classes with 0 college credit. So you would pass the class, but it literally didn't count for a college credit because
you just got your GED.
Essentially, yeah. So like I had to do a whole year of that shit because I did so bad on my placement test. So I was so done with school. I'm like, I've done a whole year of school.
You ain't even started school.
I literally have not started. So my third semester, I just stopped going halfway through because I was like, fuck this place.
Damn.
And then I was pretty much lying about going to school.
For how long?
I had withdrew maybe like a month or two, maybe about 2 months, about a month and a half.
Oh.
Something like that early.
That's not too bad.
So whenever the final, because like you can go like halfway through the class.
Yeah.
Like whenever that final date.
And you can withdraw and get 75 or 50% back.
Exactly.
25 at the end, I think.
Something you can get something back or it won't count against you or something like that. Compared to if you wait till after, then it negatively affects you. I withdrew by that date.
So you was,
but I withdrew by that final date.
Yeah.
So however long that is, from that time to the end of the semester is how long I was lying.
Yeah.
About going to school.
Yeah.
So I was really going to work at BJ's membership club.
Yeah.
And my dumbass thought I was doing something because I was making more. It's literally like $9.50.
Yeah, you was doing nothing.
But at my ice cream job in high school, I was only making like $6.75 or $7, something like that.
So
you know,
that's a come up.
It's a come up.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying? Like
raise.
you think you're doing something. It's a seasonal position. So I just think I'm a grown man. I'm getting paid every week. It's all false.
Lying like you going
young
to school.
dumb shit.
Yeah.
Long story short, my mom asked how are your grades or whatever. Like, show me your grades, and I just showed her the report card with all the W's.
Oh, you showed it to her.
Yeah, I had to. Cause she was looking at me.
She was like, "Where is it? Don't you go to school?" nigga?"
Right.
Yeah.
She literally just looked at it and said, "Get out." I ain't lived at my mom since.
Damn, that's crazy. You know what's crazy? I did the exact same thing for a year. My mom thought I was in college for a whole year. There was points in time I didn't even really have a job. I was just like, I'm trying to figure out life.
Yeah.
But
I did too.
she still actually doesn't know to this day, so it's been longer than a year.
Yeah.
It's been since then, like 2020.
That you're not in school?
Yeah.
Well, like she knows.
No,
you're not in school.
she knows I'm not in school,
Oh,
but
gotcha.
she thinks that I just like dropped out.
Yeah.
I see. She definitely thinks you did more school than you actually did.
Than I actually did because
Gotcha,
what happened with my situation was I got kicked out of school. My fucking GPA was too bad to where they was like, nigga, like your FAFSA is of a certain
That's
ratio.
right.
So if you don't hit that, you're not getting.
You can't get the loan.
You ain't getting the
Yeah.
loan. And if I don't have the loan, I don't have school.
Shit.
So I was filling my backpack up with anything.
Yeah, this room has the same story, y'all.
Yo,
So,
bunch of
bunch
fucking
of
dropouts.
Yeah,
lying dropouts.
I might have went longer than you, Tom.
Word.
I withdrew from so much, bro.
You Jamaican though, you had to.
I had some.
Yeah, like your mom would have fucking.
Better keep that lie up, nigga.
Nah.
Your mom would have skinned you alive, nigga.
Man, I had some pitiful youthful experiences. Like thinking about it,
Yeah.
going back,
Bruh,
Yeah.
pitiful,
some
man,
dumb shit, dog.
just like, and really not knowing what to do, bro. I remember some dumb shit like time where I withdrew, like 18 years old, didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, didn't want my friends to even know, nigga.
Yeah.
Went across another spot to go sleep in the car because I was tired. Didn't have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And shit like that, like just dumb
Yeah,
shit.
man.
He
So
said nowhere to call home, nigga.
I got kicked out, slept on a couch surfed for like 2 months. Then I got like a college apartment,
Yeah, I was just working.
which was one of those, like
You paying like $600 on something crazy.
$375 utilities.
Oh, well,
included.
back then.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah.
We talking 2010.
Yeah.
$375 utilities included. Everybody shared the living room and kitchen, and everybody had their own bathroom. And it was 4 of us. So
Bro, you might have been 18 when that happened though, because I moved out at 19.
yeah, because I was 18.
You were 18.
And I was about to turn 19.
But
Because
then-
I didn't turn 18 until
'Cause you
the end of the
But you
first
were
semester.
at Lake
graduated high
Park for a
school.
minute before we had the apartment. I could have sworn
I was at Lake Park for a whole year. The whole time I was 19.
You sure?
Let me think.
Because I'm pretty sure I had moved out.
I was
at
18 my
19.
second year of college. I turned 19 at the end of that year. So I got kicked out because some finals and all that shit is normally like the first and second week of December.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much 19. I just turned 19 and then I got kicked out. So I was 18, like we're talking days, and then I'm 19, I get kicked out. So that means Lake Park, I was 19, about to turn 20.
It means that I left at 20 then. I thought I left at 19.
Yep.
Yeah, nah. God damn. Shit was so fucking long ago.
The longest I lived back at home is after the police raided my house. I lived with my mom for like 2 months.
Just to make sure everything cleared out.
Right.
Just to make sure the smoke was gone for
My
this
dad
motherfucker.
rebalance his life a little bit. But then that got fucking rocky because my mom got a job and moved. So I had to move.
Yeah.
Then I moved 3 times in 1 year.
Damn.
Before I bought this house.
Yeah, because you had to move with her. So
Yeah, I had to leave because she was going to another state. So I had to I stayed in a friend's house. Then he had a situation.
Damn.
Come back. So I was like, it's time for me to go.
Yeah.
Then I moved it. That's when I lived in Mebane.
Yeah.
And then, yes. So I moved
Trickled all the way down here.
Yeah, I had moved 3 times in that 1 year before I finally got this house. And then I haven't moved since. So yeah, that was
Yeah, you
crazy.
don't plan on moving, right?
Yeah, at some point I plan on moving.
Yeah, but like,
I always,
not in the foreseeable future.
yeah, I will always own this house, and it won't be. I won't be escaping.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. It's not because your neighbors were throwing glass bottles.
Yeah, like
at
nigga,
you.
I was a nomad. Like I was like, who will accept me? Like
Yeah.
Jeff had my dog for a year.
Just because your dog needed a home.
I had no home. I had really, so he was watching my dog for the whole year.
But you didn't stay with Jeff?
Nah, because he was
Well,
living
he
with
had
his
a
girl.
family, right? Yeah,
he was living with his
yeah.
girl. They weren't married yet, but it's like him and his girl lived together.
It's like you can't
And
be on the
he had a
couch.
1-bedroom anyway, so it was like if I stayed there, it'd be on the couch.
It'd be obvious you're here.
Right,
It'd be different if we can just put you in the closet. And
Exactly.
fucking-
Like I'm pretty sure I stayed on his couch a couple nights, but like nothing long term because
Yeah.
it was like So yeah,
This ain't hospital, nigga.
yeah, it's crazy, boy.
Yeah. Life, nigga.
Been stable. Hey, when I moved into this house, nigga, I had no dollars. I spent every last penny I had on that down payment to get the keys. Nigga, I had a U-Haul with my shit in it. I didn't even have enough furniture to fill a house, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all I had was apartments, and I was pretty much moving a bedroom at a time.
Nigga, that was one room.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like when I got in this house, nigga, I had my bedroom set, mismatched furniture. Like
This garage is more furnished than that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, I had nothing, but I was in that fucking living room with the dog, and I was like, nigga, we own this bitch.
Yeah, it's ours.
It's ours,
It's
nigga.
ugly, but it's us.
Ain't shit in here, but nigga, this is ours.
Exactly,
Yeah.
nigga. Give a fuck if it's a trailer. Bullet holes.
I'm counting. Okay, let's do a. Roscoe sent one, and then he also. I'm gonna airdrop this because he did put something to put on the screen.
Nigga got a visual for us. Better not be nothing crazy.
Well, we need to
Roscoe.
read this one because his audio is only 22 seconds, so I feel like it's gonna go with what this. Said something about he said something about he wants a good review of the Flagrant episode, which I think we gave you that.
Yeah, we did that.
So
we didn't even have to watch it. We just talked about it.
yeah, so I think we gave you that. I'm counting on y'all to give us a great review of the recent Flagrant episode because as soon as Jesleen came in with the Stone Cold intro, I shut that shit off for some reason. This situation was super anticlimactic. LOL. I don't know what I wanted. Akaash to be beefing with his wife, or something funny to come out of it, but I didn't expect either outcome. Prove me wrong. He didn't expect that outcome.
I'm glad he was honest when he said, I don't even know what I wanted.
Right, yeah.
Because I feel like that's a lot of people's
Yeah, a lot of people, yeah.
situation.
All right, let's
They have
listen
no
to this.
idea what would have been an acceptable answer. They just know they just wanted some shit to happen.
Right. Let's listen to this audio real quick, see if it goes with it.
Office hours. What stops y'all from committing evil? Is it your religious belief? Is it you're afraid of the consequences? Are you scared of what your mom or family might think? Or is it like your personal morale? What stops y'all from committing evil?
Evil is vague. Like evil is stealing evil.
The way I was raised, my mom. I say my mom.
She gave you your moral foundation.
My mom, my pops, both of them. So like I always believed you could just there's a way you can do it the right way and actually end up really well without having to do too much bad. Like especially if I didn't feel like it was like I had to. Like I've never been shied away from get it how you live, but I've never really like had to in that way.
You
like,
never been that desperate.
Not to the point where this is my only way. Like I've been down bad for sure, but not to the point where it's like I didn't feel like I could go get a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just the type of nigga where it's like, all right, I'll just go get a job. I'll go suffer through this bad. There's a couple reasons for it. So like the main initial reason is like when I was a kid, they beat into my head like, nigga, they will deport you if you get in trouble here. So like when because that was like the first thing.
So different. Yeah.
That's the first
So you
thing.
are not
The
welcome.
first thing was like you will be deported if you get in trouble here. Like you can't.
If you get in some real trouble, you out of this country.
you'll get out of this
So
country.
that
Like,
automatically-
they
That's
set that
enough-
in my stone.
That's
Like,
a lot to keep you straight.
yeah, that's a lot to keep me straight. But like I also just saw them do hella shit. And then I did feel like when I got here, I know you hear immigrants say it all the time. I did feel like when I got here, I was looking around like, wow, there's a lot of ways to get it here. You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't have to be evil.
I was young and I could see there's a lot of ways to
There's
get
so
it
many
here.
options,
So
yeah.
many options. You know what I'm saying? Like even me and AJ used to talk about that when we were younger. Like some friends or some people we would have would be in like a bad situation and not have a car or some shit. And we'd be like, nigga, ride the bus. Nigga,
Yeah.
it don't matter. Nigga, ride the bus. What the fuck you mean?
can still get there.
Go, like whatever. We would always be like, nigga, I would be damned if I be down and not getting it, going to the bus, riding a bike, doing some
Yeah,
shit.
facts,
I'm
yeah.
going to get it, nigga. Like it's
facts.
there. You know what I'm
Broken
saying?
ankle on the scooter.
Because
nigga.
when I got kicked out, I moved into downtown Raleigh to use the bus system.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
because it'd
bro.
be easy
Because
to
I know I
get
have no car.
Yeah.
So I need to get somewhere with a real bus system.
You know what I'm saying?
Makes
so
sense.
Yeah.
it's like niggas get caught up in a lot of shit and not wanting to look a certain way. But it's like, nigga, if I had to, I'd get a job at McDonald's. I worked at Wendy's before.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That $2 all day pass on the cat bus.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
That was all me,
I
baby.
can get it done. So
Yeah.
that's why I never went to evil, because I just felt like I didn't grow up in a circumstance where it was my only option.
But I wonder what he really means by evil, because I get the point that you're coming from, to where it's like you talking about doing crime for money.
Yeah, that's the only reason I would do the evil person.
Which is a form of evil. But I wonder if he really mean like, yo, why don't y'all just be murdering niggas? Why don't you covet your neighbor's wife?
Well, I think he's thinking all those levels.
Yeah, all of it encompasses.
I know for
them.
myself, I realized that it's moral, it's how I was raised, and then there's some things that I'm just not built for too. Like I remember one time somebody stole something from me and I could have broken into their apartment. I just couldn't bring myself to break into somebody's house. Like I've never been a theft nigga.
Right.
Like in terms of that, like I'll steal from a corporation, but stealing from another person, I have a harder time with. You know, if that makes sense. It's like
No, I agree.
feel you.
I agree totally.
I've stolen from both though.
Yeah.
But there is like a mental justification that you have to make, because it's like you're not stealing from. I think what I was thinking was, I'm not stealing from my friends, or my family, or people who actually matter. It's just like, it's that guy.
Yeah.
He's a faceless guy.
And that's the thing. This person did something wrong. They took something from me. So I'm really stealing my own shit back.
Yeah,
You
that's
know
what
I'm
OJ
saying?
said.
Right, exactly. So it's like, but I still struggle with like home, like not home. It wasn't a home invasion, because home invasion is when they're still there.
Yeah.
When somebody's in the home.
You're just gonna burn
Somebody like a
B&E. But like I've run like elaborate scams stealing from places.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I did that.
That's just what we gonna leave it
And
at.
I did that. Yeah. And I
And,
did
that,
that.
and you know what? That's not evil to me either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that
Like,
was just, I looked at it as like an opportunity.
Yeah, that's just like playing.
Then I've
your
also
hand,
sold
like,
things, and that was just a business to me. You know what I mean? But I also wasn't selling no fucking heroin or something. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I also was selling fucking weed. Like, that's not.
So I guess I do need to know what he means by evil.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
So-
evil is so big. But I think it's, your parents being great people goes a long fucking way.
Yeah.
I think
And
my
I think-
thoughts. Sorry.
I also just feel bad when I do bad things to people.
Yeah.
And it kind of
For
just
sure.
boils down to that. And I think a lot of people like, and even like I said earlier with the mentally justifying stealing from random strangers,
Yeah.
I think that everybody has their line for that, and like how far they're willing to go to justify some bullshit. Like I'll probably stop right here. I mean, clearly a nigga like Akademiks don't give a fuck. He's never been punched in the face. So he'll be over here, and it just goes on and on. Like I can only imagine where the fuck Adam 22 at, but that's really what it is. Like it boils down to hurting people makes me feel bad, and I don't like feeling bad.
I can grace into evil thoughts for sure. And I can do more evil things if things have been done to me. I can sleep.
And retaliation.
Yeah, I can retaliate evil. I do believe that about myself.
Is that your go-to? Is that like one of the?
It's much easier. Like if I feel like if they've already done something to me, even if I don't get him back in the same way, like however I decide to get them back, it's easier for me to go a more evil route than upping it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easier for me to up it if they've already done me wrong. And I haven't done, you know what I'm saying? I haven't done nothing. It's not like a different.
You feel like you were unjustified.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then it's like, then I'll go. I have no problem upping the notch.
Yeah.
On somebody.
I feel that, but I don't. I don't tend to do that though.
I just accidentally put Leak on the screen. It was funny.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's
Leak has a haircut. We might need to put him on the screen.
Are you sure?
This is the cleanest I've ever seen his facial.
I don't know. Maybe the wind is just going crazy in North Dakota.
Nah, this looks like a new haircut to me.
Let's see what he's saying.
This really looks new.
All right, I got you.
Hashtag office hours.
He zoomed in too.
What is some shit y'all be talking about that y'all don't want to talk about? Y'all just talk about it because it's popular or it's always in your news feed or y'all just see that we like hearing about it and you just see how fans have been reacting to the topic or whatnot and you just like, okay, we got to talk about this. Go ahead.
It's a good ass question. Early on, when we got like deep into the weeds of that No Jumper gang shit, I was like, nigga, Jesus Christ. We spent a lot of time on this shit.
Yeah. But then we stopped talking about it.
Thank God.
It used to be hot.
Yeah, it used to be hot, but then that shit got lukewarm and then it just got bad. But yeah, sometimes when we got into that too real deep, I was like, yeah, this is not the most entertaining shit, but what's another one?
Anytime we've covered like the comedy, like the white comedy podcast, I don't give a fuck normally. Like Bert Kreischer, I just don't care.
Tom Segura.
And then honestly, I feel like the views reflect that. Like everybody else is eating off these views. They getting fucking 10, 20,000 and ours gets fucking 1,000. It's like, obviously we're not doing them justice. Because we don't give a fuck enough. At least me personally, I don't give a fuck enough about them.
And we have we ever like made, other than like Joe Rogan, because he's too big to ignore, have we ever made one of them like the main shit?
Not really.
Like
honestly,
a Tom
even the Joe Rogan ones don't perform that well for us.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we're that deep into the world. Like, we watch Joe Rogan here and there, but like...
Oh, I watch Joe Rogan.
Okay. You might watch it more than like most of us here. Because I don't watch it consistently on any level. I had time periods in my life where I did, but it's not like... What the fuck? So yeah, I don't know, bro. I feel like any Joe Rogan shit.
The White Cast.
Yeah, White Cast.
Yeah, some of the Manosphere, well, the Manosphere be entertaining. It depends on what's going on. Like the Fringe Manosphere ones, like when it's a new one that we got to talk about because they did some dumb shit.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah.
Myron be fun sometimes, though.
The Manosphere shit I do find fascinating just because I was pretty fascinated with the entire movement. So I'm normally pretty into those.
Yeah, it's more like a case study.
Yeah, because now I'm like, okay, let's see how these people have been surviving these last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
their lights are still
now
on
when
there.
I like, because that's how I kind of view the Manosphere shit. Now when I view them, I'll be on some like, let's see where this is where life is taking you.
He might be one of the ones that really mean it because he's riding this
you know
shit
what
to
I'm
the wheels fall
saying?
off.
But it does bother me now that like the Manosphere shit, like you niggas with all this game, like I gotta see some families.
Or some bitches, or like some.
Not even, they always got the bitches.
I know what you mean, families, because they make it seem like they can get a woman and keep a woman, but you never see the product.
I got to see the family.
You never see like a happy wife, some kids, or
I'm
golden
at the point
retriever.
now where I need to see the family, or even if I don't see the family, you need to talk about being a family man, you know what I mean? Or something like that.
Yeah,
But
like you gotta have stories about your son and you did this because you're a
lot
good
of them
dad.
are still on the, these are the worst type of bitches. Don't wife these bitches, and it's like, okay, but like,
what else? What happens when you get the right one?
yeah, okay, I got a girl who doesn't fill any of these bad checks.
Yeah.
So now what do I do to keep her?
How do I keep this off?
Yeah.
It was
So-
like, nigga, we ain't never thought that far.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of look at them now. I don't know. That's a good question, though.
That is a good
I'm sure
question.
there's other things too. But
Yeah, just off the top of the head, but yeah, some of that LA shit got whoa. Because I don't even know who the fuck we talking about.
There
Crunchy
were a lot of names.
Yeah, it just be names,
baby tiny low snaps.
Baby tiny low crunchy niggas.
Yeah.
Something snacks.
Yeah, no,
it got deep.
The names make it more. The names make it like boondocking.
Yeah, because it's like I can't remember that name, dog. It's
Yeah,
like, how
no,
the
it's
fuck am I getting invested in this shit?
Crip Mac. Well, on Baby Snap Sally. This nigga is crazy.
What?
I think he should be getting out of jail soon, actually.
Oh, but I say, yeah. Maybe that's why that shit stopped being fun, because Crip Mac got locked up.
Crip Mac was amazing. Yeah. But he's getting out of jail soon.
Thank God.
But yeah, I think that's it for this week.
Believe it. Oh, shit. This nigga. Yeah. He be doing the outro.
That's normally him, too. Yeah.
Well, that's all, folks. Hey, Lauren, put a little Bugs Bunny or the pig with the Warner Brothers logo.
Oh, yeah.
Or really the Netflix logo now.
Yo, yeah, for real. That's fucking crazy.
That shit is crazy,
That shit is
dog.
crazy.
And nigga, there's a Paramount put a bid in for Warner Brothers. It's a war now. Paramount just came.
They already won.
It's not over. Paramount came out today and was like, hold up. Not so fast.
Really?
Yeah. And
thought it
I'm
was
still
done.
going through all the researches of the legalese behind this shit, but
Yeah.
like, it's not over. This shit is not official yet.
Well, no. Well, there's still the chance where, like, I think it's still theirs, but there's a chance for bodies to push back. And if bodies push back, then I think Paramount has a chance because they're putting themselves in the hand. I think so.
Trump came out earlier in the day and said this isn't happening. Well, he didn't
Right.
say that verbatim,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
but he was like, I'm looking
Like,
into this.
Authoritative bodies are pushing back.
There's no way that this isn't illegal.
Well, shit, Paramount big as shit, too.
Paramount big as shit too, so
You know
it's
what I'm
just
saying? It's like,
My
you know what I'm saying? Like,
my argument is always Disney.
Disney needs some competition, and that buy Netflix to Warner Brothers, that's some real competition now.
the number one streamer bought the number 3.
Yeah.
That's a different level of power, dog.
Yeah.
Who's the
That's
number 2?
Different. I don't know. Like, the top 5, top 1, Hulu, HBO, all them niggas.
How the fuck is Hulu still surviving?
People love it,
never,
man.
I never committed to Hulu personally, but it shocks me that it's still here.
I think there's a demographic of person who hasn't died yet that still uses Hulu.
Yeah, there's shit on
like,
there.
I don't know if it's like a 50-year-old.
Hell nah. We use
woman.
Hulu at my house.
I have Hulu
My girl
now.
uses Hulu.
I have Hulu
So you're the
now,
issue.
and I think they have Bob's Burgers, so I do plan on watching that because it's been years since I've been.
And you
able
know
to
what's
watch
crazy?
it.
As soon as you said Hulu, that all I saw was Bob's Burgers.
Because that's all I ever watched. That's the only thing
That's
I
like
ever
the-
used it for.
They got like
main
that's
shit.
where I watched that Prey shit at. That fucking
The movie, the Predator. Yeah.
Predator shit. I watched it on Hulu.
Oh,
See, I just be going to Netflix.
still
Well,
going.
HBO
One of
Max
them-
or
one of
fucking
them is
Disney
on
Plus. Like Hulu is, I feel like Hulu is for like elderly people.
Nah, that's more shit on there. I don't watch it personally. It's not my go-to.
Yeah.
My girl watches it. She loves that shit.
yeah, Bob's Burgers is literally like that's to me. Hulu is Bob's Burgers.
Bob's
and that's
Burgers
it.
is
That's
great.
their money
That's
maker.
where I used to work. I used to
Yeah.
watch that on there too. But yeah, don't forget about the $5 Patreon, y'all.
Don't
Yes.
forget. Like Jay
You
Noble
didn't
did.
get a Patreon this week because Jay Noble's flaked
Yeah,
from that ass whooping.
like
on
he
the
did this
basketball court.
podcast.
Yeah, like the fuck. This nigga been flaking all day,
This
bro.
nigga just been vanished.
God damn, bro.
To get his fucking hair
That's why
done.
I was like, "What's up with you, nigga? Like, goddamn, we can't get you to commit to nothing today.
Like, is this gonna be a habit? We gotta get used to this shit.
You ain't showed up to the basketball game. Now you're leaving 10 minutes in.
Might have to fire his ass like Rory, nigga.
Right.
Just talk to his
That
chair.
shit was crazy. But all right, man. Yeah, we'll see you niggas next week, man.
Boop. Tone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man on the boards.
Yeah.
I forgot you don't fucking say your own shit.
Right, I did.
I was like, I don't.